Hello, everybody. Welcome to Not Just Any RPG. We are here playing Masks of Nyarlathotep once again in the Call of Cthulhu system, in case you didn't already know. This week, we actually have a full party, 6 people. Amelia Greenwald, played by Emma. Arthur McKenzie, played by Gabriel. Jack Douglas, played by Gavin, who is in Mexico, by the way. He made it. We almost had another 5-person thing, but Princeton Philips, played by Justin. Sam Starwood, played by Anthony, and Sir Harold Godfrey, played by Luke. We want to thank, real quick, Syrinscape for the sounds and music you'll be hearing, the ambiance you'll be hearing throughout this episode. If you're running your own campaign in any system, please check them out. They've got lots of sounds to immerse your players. And we'd also like to thank Milo Paulus for the theme song you heard about 20 seconds ago. Now, we have a bit of a recap from last week from Amelia Greenwald.
Okay, so, beloved Reginald, I miss your knowledge and wisdom dearly. This investigative expedition has taken its toll on me and our group. I've been trying to stay safe, but after our experiences in London, I don't know how possible that would be. I'm so conflicted. These horrors I've experienced haunt me, but I can't let them exist and torment more people. But morally, I cannot find myself to be the one responsible to bring justice against these cultists. I'm not proud of what this group is responsible for, and by the end of this expedition, I have a feeling I will need to speak to the police on the account of what we have done and accept the lawful consequences. I am so sorry for how much this missing has derailed our lives. I've been finding local doctors every couple of weeks to do checkups, and the baby has been perfectly fine. We're about 12 weeks along and due in October. We are now in Cairo, Egypt, seeking some clues as we follow the path of the Carlisle expedition. We started at the Cairo Bulletin, a local newspaper, and found that they were recycling old pictures of the expedition. The Clive expedition, the recent expedition group funded by the Penhew Foundation, found a mummy and a body in the pyramids, and both were immediately stolen, which sounds really suspicious. Then we went on a hunt to find Warren Bassart, who was hidden in the side room of a clothing shop. He was incredibly disturbed, and the poor fellow has turned to drugs. He used to buy artifacts for the Carlisle expedition from Faraz Hajar, and witnessed Roger Carlisle doing a ritual that caused creatures to arise from the sand and devour all the cultists there, except for the expedition members and an unidentified man. We then went to the Egyptian Museum, where they had an entire exhibit on cult. In this investigation, the information has been so inaccessible, and it was really nice to have an entire exhibit to look through, and the knowledgeable exhibit attendant. He told us so much information. There's a pantheon of gods that want to bring complete chaos to the earth. One of these gods is called Nyarlathotep, and the Black Pharaoh is supposedly an aspect of that god. Long ago, Nephron-Ka ruled with the Black Pharaoh, but the worship died down over time and after their demise. The ancient queen Nitocris brought back worship to the Black Pharaoh and the emergence of the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh was then pushed out of Egypt after the death of the queen, and as far as we know, they traveled south. It seems like the cult of the Bloody Tongue is similar to the former Brotherhood and can possibly be what became of the exiled cultists. I recognize all of this seems crazy, and I often wonder about what I've gotten myself into. I will keep you updated on our whereabouts, and I hope to stay well, out of trouble, and safe. I send you my love, Amelia Greenwald.
All right. So we join the group. Everyone is leaving the museum. The Museum of Egypt. It's the afternoon. It's getting into the afternoon now, and lo and behold, Sam Starwood approaches off from some errands that I'm sure he'll tell you about.
Sam?
How are y'all doing?
What's up, Sam?
Hi.
I think we're doing okay.
I want to remind the rest of you. You just found out that there's this archaeologist museum attendant who believes in a pantheon of gods who wants to bring chaos to the earth, and a history that involves sorcerers and ancient deities and all that. So,
You never did let me appraise that book.
Well,
Sam.
I did a few things in Egypt. Some of them I'll say, some of them I won't. One of them was I met a few Arab guys, and I found a new home for George, the penguin.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, he's on a one-way boat to Saudi Arabia to be the
Saudi
king's own personal pet.
Oh. Okay.
You owe me a penguin skin then, Sam.
No, remember on the boat I gave you that monster skin, so we're even.
Oh.
And then I did read about some philosophy things after what happened in London, or in England, see if I was in the right. And I learned absolutely nothing, and I don't really like philosophy.
Well, you learn that you don't like philosophy.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Philosophy is for nerds, anyways.
Says the philosophy professor.
I'm a
What?
philosophy professor?
Oh, sorry, not philosophy. Dang it.
archaeology.
Yeah, I got
Archaeology.
you there.
I get them all mixed up in my head. Okay.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, philosophy.
Too many professors.
it's not your fault. He's he's really bad at the thing that he does. Teach,
That's true. That's true.
Tomato, potato.
Yeah, you can only say so
think
much about
that's the saying.
astrology.
Alright. Sam, we learned a lot of information back there at the museum. There's this one kooky child that may or may not be a little bit insane, but kind of lines up with what we've been doing. So, we'll follow you up wherever we're going next. We're going to the pyramids, right?
Which
Sure.
I thought we-
pyramids? Also, you guys wanted to see Faraz Najar today.
Yeah.
We did want to do that.
When did we talk about pyramids? I like the
Yeah.
Faraz plan.
There are lots of pyramids that have been
I-
mentioned.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
sh-
you guys have talked about when you're gonna go visit them, but
I think we were gonna visit the pyramids tomorrow.
Yeah, we just sort of are going down our list of things that we need to do because, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to do.
so yeah, so there is there are the pyramids. There's meeting Faraz Najar. There is the ongoing. There's lots of different pyramids. There's the pyramid in Giza that the Clive expedition was originally digging around at. There is the Red Pyramid and the Bent Pyramid, which are both important. I believe both of them were visited by the Carlisle expedition, I think.
Well, how far away is the street of jackals?
Are you asking Mahmoud?
Yeah.
It's not too far.
All right. So could we get there before it gets dark?
Yes.
All right, because that's where Faraz is. So that's what I was asking.
Well,
It-
I would not be opposed to heading over there at this moment. We may need to hurry though before it gets too late.
Everyone on board with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Princeton nods up and down. He says out loud, apparently.
Wow.
All right. So you all head down to the Street of Jackals. The Mahmoud again, kind of walking ahead of you, making eye contact with you when he wants to make a turn, and kind of pointing the direction before walking down that way. The streets are bustling around the museum. But as you get further away and further into, not necessarily like a rough part of town, but definitely not as nice as the area around the museum, the crowds get a little less crowded, I guess you could say, a little less bustling. This part of the city is, and eventually, You arrive. Mahmoud kind of turns to you and he says, "Well, this is the Street of Jackals. I don't know exactly what you're looking for."
I'm looking for an old antiques dealer. He goes by the name Faraz Najjar.
Um. Okay. Um. So, you head over there, or you head down this street. There's a bunch of pottery shops on the street for some reason. But in the middle of them, there is a door and a window that's marked Faraz Najjar and Curios in English, and then some words in Arabic and French. So yeah, you guys could probably just head right in.
Okay, I go through the shop door.
Oh.
Aries.
Faraz has
There's a guard
a
dog.
Faraz has a dog. There's probably somebody outside of our door.
That's us.
Yeah.
We
Who
enter in.
bark from inside the house, from inside the business place.
Shop. Instead of like the bells
place of
ringing, it's
business.
just a dog barks.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
names for this place.
Almost immediately, as soon as you walk in the door, a middle-aged, kind of Arabic-looking man walks over. Yes. Welcome, esteemed travelers. Can I interest you in any of my wares? I have many antiques and pieces of furniture for your home, little decorations for your home back in England or America or Europe, wherever
Scotland.
you may be from. Scotland.
I was told by some people that you might have some rare antiquities that might possess some powers.
Powers. I
Gonna roll a psych check.
Sure. I don't know what you're talking about powers. I've sold lots of antiques that are said to have had powers, but none of them actually have powers.
Well,
Do you
how'd
have
your
anything
shotgun
that's
gun then?
purple? I like purple things.
Sure. We have this this gem
An amethyst.
gem encrusted anklet.
I'll buy it.
Egyptians like anklets, right?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Sounds right to me.
Pierce cannon.
Okay. He sells it to you. It's well within your like daily money, and this day's almost over. So, would any of you like to see anything?
Do you have any food? I am a bit hungry.
Princeton, that's a little rude.
We don't sell food here, or I don't sell food here.
We're at an antiquity store. Why would you think there'd be food?
Never
Yeah, a
mind.
little weird.
Sir, do you think maybe you would know of a place close by that we can get my friend here some food? I apologize for his
Yeah.
effort.
I have some falafels in my backpack. Also
Really?
part of my crazy adventure.
Does this guy speak English, by the way, or is our translator translating for us?
This guy speaks English.
Okay, so can we just send our translator to go take Princeton to go get some?
Okay.
I'm okay
if
with
you
this
if
decision.
Princeton would like to.
I'll go get some food with my man Mahmood.
All right, Mahmoud takes you down. You get some nice it's this nice little they make tea for like tourists and stuff, and
Perfect.
they have little snacks.
Okay.
All right. Now that Princeton has been removed from the scene, apparently.
Probably for the best.
Well, sir, I understand that your shop burned down quite recently.
Yeah. Well, yes. What? That was supposed to have been a freak accident.
Suppose.
Yeah,
Well,
that's.
what
I
do
mean,
you
that's what
think
they
it was?
told me. Well, I don't know. I think it could have been a demon, but yeah, the police said it was probably just a freak accident. But I know I saw something weird going on.
Why would a demon be concerned with this place?
I don't know.
Are you sure you don't know more?
Wow.
Can we psych check him?
What a good social skill. Are you sure? Yeah, you can psych check him if you want.
I think that's a hard success.
Oh wait, are we all psych checking him?
If you want to. If you don't
All right,
believe
why
what he
not?
just said. Well, with a hard success anyway. The
But
man
No.
does think he knows why a demon would target him.
Well,
Anyone here have some intimidation that they'd like to use? Because I'm a charming sort of person.
Like intimidation doesn't need to be used.
yeah.
I have.
All right,
here's-
well, time to charm him.
Well, sir, I believe that you may be not. You may have some suspicions like us about this strange freak event. That maybe it wasn't quite an accident. Would you? Is this true?
You're gonna have to roll something. What is this? It's a charm or persuade, Gavin. What do you
It's a
think?
conversation.
Sounds like a charm.
I feel like that's a persuade.
I have more in charm, but you pick.
It could honestly be either one, but
I'll just roll and. I failed. Whatever.
no, I mean I don't think that at all. Actually, I think could have been exactly what the police were saying, some kind of a freak accident.
Sure. My name is Jack Douglas. I've been an investigative journalist back in America for the New York Times now for a little while now, and I've been a journalist for even longer. I don't necessarily fall for those kinds of excuses, I guess you may say, is the best word I can come up with. I don't buy it.
Well, that's a
So
little
if
bit-
if you wouldn't mind cutting to the chase a little bit more.
Jack, your language is intimidating, but your tone is not.
I'm in real life. I'm not that intimidated, so I'm trying to like.
Yeah, you can roll intimidate.
What are you
I
trying to
guess.
be intimidating?
Just add like a my friend at the end
It's a
of
normal
it.
success.
He looks shaken for a second, and then
You scared him.
he looks shaken for a second, and then shakes his head and is like, "Listen, if you're going to come in here and try and push me around, then I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Otherwise, I'm going to get the police involved."
Well, sir, I believe you might have some knowledge regarding a man named Warren Bessart.
now I'm really going to have to ask you all to leave.
Oh, we're just some innocent tourists.
Well, can I
Looks to you
roll
can't answer some
appraisal
questions.
Appraisal just on
in the
him.
shop to see if there's anything really good
Sure.
in the shop?
Sure.
Yeah,
God.
that's what I wanted to do.
All he came here for.
37. That's my appraisal. 42. I pass.
Okay. Sure. You see that there is a lot of it is like knickknacks and like random stuff, but there seems to be an ornate silver set of something that might date back to ancient times.
Mr. Najjar. You can kick my friends out all you want, but please explain to me a little bit about this silver set that you have over here.
This this goes back to the High Kingdom period of Egypt. This is a beautiful little piece that one of the pharaohs had commissioned.
I see. What is it?
It's just a little mirror set for the pharaoh to look at himself after. The ancient Egyptians, they used eye makeup, especially the pharaohs.
Is there any chance you know which pharaoh this set belonged to?
It's been lost to time. It was passed down for a while from pharaoh to pharaoh.
Can I say I like it? I think it'd be a suitable little gift for a lady. What are you looking for it?
It's £5 to $1. 500 British pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So $100.
Well, that's outrageous scam.
I passed the appraisal check. Do I have any idea what I could get for it if I were to sell it somewhere
It's
else?
worth more than that.
Oh.
You know what, Godfrey? We can split it. It's my gift to you. We'll both pay 50.
I think we could negotiate
Thank you,
this a
I
little
guess.
bit
Yeah,
down.
I'm talking about negotiating just a little bit there. But
You know what?
thank you,
I
Mrs.
came into
Greenwald.
some wealth from from England, so I'd be willing to offer you $1,000 US.
Are you trying to like ninja it for me right now?
Oh my god.
Are we gonna have a bidding war over this stupid thing?
You're offering him $1,000 US dollars,
Yes.
so 5,000 British pounds.
Can I
Jesus.
ask
No,
if
the other
I
way around.
can-
So British pounds are worth more than dollars.
Yeah.
So it's 200 British pounds.
Yeah. Can I ask if I can rent it?
Reggie, why do you all
No.
want it?
Yeah, why do you all want it?
I'm figuring it's gonna be important and it'll be
wants it?
cheaper to rent it than it will to be to buy it.
But none of you know anything about it. Only one
Nope.
person passed the appraisal check.
I
And it
just
wasn't
want.
No,
you.
but everyone seems
I just
very
wanted to help
interested.
Godfrey.
Yeah, also,
Yeah,
like,
Godfrey
I'm getting
likes
this
things
myself.
that are expensive. That's like
What does it look like?
it's like a little silver mirror set.
Oh, it's a... Okay, yeah, I guess.
Like
Okay.
legit, I was okay, out of character. I was just gonna buy it and then mail it to my sister back in England, bro. That's like all I was gonna do with this thing. Couple hundred British pounds. 500 for a piece like this. I dare say, you don't get customers willing to spend this kind of money often. How about 350?
$450.
425 and we shake on it.
Sure thing.
Yeah. Considering my fast talk is a 5, we'll call that a successful haggle.
It's not- I was kind of playing it where he doesn't exactly know what he has here, so.
No. Still, good enough. That was pretty Harold Godfrey of me.
All right.
So does everyone else get kicked out?
Yeah, everyone stayed.
Yeah, everyone everyone
Like
else
what?
is in the process of getting kicked out.
Come
You're
to get
welcome,
president.
guys.
Do you guys just leave them?
Can I try to go back? I didn't really. I just brought a bracelet, so I
That's true.
didn't
Yeah,
really
I
do
mean,
much.
You can try and come back in.
You didn't do much. Look at me.
Well, your own fault. So can I just like walk into the store? Would he like stop me?
He kind of he's like over by the like register area.
Well, pause game for a second.
The
Is it
shop counter.
is it Miss Greenwald with me? Cause she split in the mirror to help me out or something. To be nice, so I don't think she got kicked out at all.
We can play it like she didn't get kicked out because she did buy something like immediately.
Okay.
She was already, and she didn't
Nice.
like. She wasn't one of the people who stood up. I don't think, right, to like ask
Nah.
him. Yeah,
No, I didn't ask him anything. I just wanted a purple bracelet.
yeah. So we'll play it like if she was offering to help you pay for something, he didn't like usher her out. Okay.
Can I do a psychology check and gauge how he's feeling right now?
You don't need one.
Okay.
He seems like flustered, like kind of annoyed. Also, actually roll a psychology check and I'll give you a little bit more.
Feel. I already checked it off like last session, so I'm not like,
Yeah.
no, one of them fell. I believe I just barely passed. Yep, I did.
He also seems
68 out of 69.
he also seems a little bit fearful. Like afraid of something. He's like
Yeah.
fumbling the money he's been handed.
Are you okay, sir? I know my friends were a little harsh with you.
Just glaring at him through the door.
No, I'm
That doesn't make this better.
I'm perfectly okay. It's not your friends. Don't worry about me.
I can't help but worry about you because none of us can shake the feeling that what happened to your store must have been something not of this world, and I really want to make sure it doesn't happen to you again.
Roll me a charm.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Ooh, I rolled a 16. And my charm's a 78. I'm gonna spend 1 luck to make it an extreme success because I want to.
Well, okay, what I'll
Hey.
tell you before you do that is that you needed a hard success.
Okay, then I'll
So
just
you
keep it there.
you don't have to do that.
I wanted to though. I have the luck to spend.
Yeah, but you might not after the next climax. So. Listen, I got involved in a little bit of something with some expedition that came here, and one of your friends mentioned Warren Bizarre. He was involved.
Yeah.
A group sent the thing that burned down my building. And
Was it perhaps the Carlisle expedition? Was that it?
the Carlisle expedition was the group I was dealing with,
Mm-hmm.
but they were dealing with I sold them artifacts.
Yeah.
He was seeking information about the Black Pharaoh. Roger Carlyle was, and I had come into possession of some items that were related to him. I offered them to Carlyle through Warren Bizarts. Amongst the items that I sold to them, there was an ancient scroll. Talked about some kind of a hidden room. Where the Black Pharaoh was supposedly entombed. There was a bust of the Black Pharaoh. There was a small drum that had some kind of symbols on it, and a strange circlet with a large zircon, which was supposed to have been the crown of the Black Pharaoh. Both of you in there, Harold and Amelia, roll me psychology checks.
Yeah, let me get around this check. What was the second thing? It was the bust, and then the crown, and then what was the thing in between it?
There was a scroll, there was a bust, there was a small drum that had odd symbols, and a circlet, a crown.
Cool.
I failed hard, so.
I passed. I just show you a success.
Okay. He's still not telling you everything.
Of course not. I'm thinking. Give me a second. It really saddens me to hear about what happened to you. And I have to tell you that our group has been trying to figure out what happened with the expedition and the various cultists that have been around here. We want to make sure that nothing like this ever happens to you. And I greatly appreciate all the work that you have done
Well,
in your preservation of history.
if you have to know any details, I do have something that I need to get off my chest. I stole those artifacts from Omar al-Shakti. He's a businessman.
Do you have any idea where he might have gotten them from?
Well, apparently he is the high priest of the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
We have. A little bit too much, in my opinion.
I did not believe that they existed until then. I do my best to stay away from the Brotherhood now, but I suspect that they had something to do with the demon who burned my shop down.
Yeah. I should warn you also that it seems like there is another cult called the Cult of the Bloody Tongue, which has taken on similar um, rituals and practices as the Brotherhood, the Black Pharaoh.
Well, if
I tell you this only for your safety.
I'm not sure what else I can share with you, but if you wish to know more about the Black Pharaoh, the occult, there is an old wise woman, Nuri. She lives in El Wasta, which is southeast of the pyramid in Medjum.
Thank you so much for all of this information. I don't know how to thank you.
Wait, what was that thing you just said, Pierce? I missed that.
He was telling you if you want to know more about the Black Pharaoh and the occult, you can find there's an old wise woman Nuri who lives in a town called El Wasta, which is southeast of Medjum.
Okay, thank you.
I believe her son actually worked for the Carlisle expedition. If you're looking to take down this cult, then you don't need to pay me back.
Well, I bid you a good day, sir. And then I leave.
I'm gonna follow her out.
All right. Back out on the streets.
On the streets.
On the streets.
Do I see everybody else, or did they go and try to find Princeton in Mahmood?
Everybody else, and by everybody else I mean everybody but Princeton.
He's not back with the falafels yet?
We would probably just be waiting out there.
Yeah, I'm expecting you guys. Mahmood, don't leave yet. All right, they're gonna come to pick us up eventually.
But they don't know where
Where
this is.
Okay, Mahmood, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought I didn't know what an antiquity store was, and I thought this was a food store. So when I asked for food, I couldn't back out now. So I
We
came
sure
along.
you're really an archaeology
Weren't you a professor of archaeology?
Listen, it's been a crazy couple of years.
Okay, I'm gonna lead you back to your friends.
Okay, hopefully they're not trying to find us.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Amelia and Godfrey come out of the store around the same time as Princeton comes walking back down the street with Mahmood.
Coincidentally.
Coincidentally.
Yep. What a coinky
the food wasn't that good, guys. But I see that we may have succeeded, but judging by the look of you guys' face, I'm assuming.
Well, I didn't really get anywhere with my tactical, whatever you want to call it,
question.
with my strategy. It didn't really quite
Interrogation?
work out. Interrogation,
Conversation.
yes. Yes.
Okay, after you
um,
guys were kicked out, Mrs. Greenwald here came in a bit more subtly and managed to save a little bit of the conversation.
Ooh.
He's a really nice guy, honestly. I feel really bad for what happened to him.
Feel really bad that we got that mirror set for a steal.
We found out that he sold the artifacts to the Carlisle expedition, and they must have released this monster, and the monster is what burnt down his store. Yes, that's correct. Right, Pierce.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Yes.
asking us. I'm like,
No.
Then what else did you learn?
thief. Out of character. Didn't we steal it?
Oh yeah, he stole it
Yeah.
from Omar. I'm
Ashakti.
sorry.
Ashakti.
Yeah, yeah. He stole the artifacts from him, and he also sent us. Told us that if we're really wanting to take down this cult, that we should go see Nuri, who is southeast of the
Of Medum,
pyramid.
the pyramid
Yeah,
of
in
Medum.
Yes.
Al-Wasta.
Yes.
Apparently,
And I
his
think that
son
would be
also
worth.
worked on the Carlisle expedition.
Did he say anything about Omar al-Shakti? Like, who is he? Why did he get the artifacts?
He's a businessman.
Hmm.
Also suspected of being the high priest for the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh.
Hmm.
Like we're getting somewhere. All right, good job, gang.
Well,
Right
now
to
I feel bad for doing what I did to him. I was just trying to get information.
Did you hurt him?
Well, not physically, but I'm sure I did a little bit emotionally.
He really went after him in there.
I did. I feel a little bad.
also, let's be really tactful about talking about Omar al-Shakti if he is the high priest. We don't want to have like a London situation where the people know about us and can do things to prevent our investigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good call, Sam.
Well, I mean,
Plus, if we know about them and they don't know about us, that gives us more creative options in weakening their cult.
yeah. I definitely don't think that we should go and seek out Omar. I think we should first probably go to the lady, Miss Nuri.
I'm saying, like, don't ask about him to other people
Yeah.
that we don't know if they're part of the cult or not.
Okay. Keep it on the DL. It's a little secret. So are we going to the
Lost
pyramid of?
all confidence in Princeton not to mention his name.
Okay. I'll not mention his name. That's a Princeton promise right there.
He's never done that before, so we don't
He's
know
never done
the
it.
quality of the Princeton promise.
You're right. You're right. I'm gonna believe in it wholeheartedly.
Okay.
I will say, so now you have several pyramids. You have the Clive expedition. You've got the guy who got kicked out of the Clive expedition, and this Nuri.
Amelia,
We
you
need
said
to
you wanted to.
organize our thoughts and plan over dinner.
Oh
Just
man.
head to dinner. Find a local place.
I would love to have some dinner.
Yeah.
With
Feeling a bit nauseous from that place that I went to. I don't even know the name. They started laughing when I ordered what I ordered. Egyptians
you
are hard
order?
language.
Yeah, what'd you get?
I don't know. I mean, I forgot what I said exactly, but even Mahmood was laughing. And when they gave it to me, it didn't look appealing. But you know, I don't want to laugh at them, so I ate it all down. I feel kind of nasty. Anyways, let's go to dinner. Wash that taste out of my mouth. So you guys want to discuss where we're gonna go next? I know that Amelia said that she wanted to go to Nuri first, immediately after this, or is that like
I just meant like I wanted to go sometime soon.
sometime soon?
Well,
What-
the real question is, what order do we want to do these things in?
Yeah, so just to ask what makes sense geographically, the like order to go through. Pierce, Mr. I'm gonna mind Google where all these pyramids are.
Mind Mahmood.
Okay, so
All-knowing being.
you can't hear
Mahmood.
me flipping through pages. So Medum is about 60 miles south of Cairo. Okay. The collapsed pyramid is in that area, the red pyramid is in that area, and the bent pyramid is in that area. All three pyramids you've heard about. They have been in different parts. I believe the collapsed was where that like weird ritual that Bizarre saw was. and the red and the bent pyramid. One of them is, I believe one of them is where. Sorry, hold on. I don't know exactly what the bent pyramid. I believe is where the Black Pharaoh is supposed to have been laid to rest. The red pyramid is something else. I don't know that you guys know exactly what it's for, but I know that you've heard about it.
Yeah, the Carlisle expedition went to the pyramid in Giza, then to the bent pyramid, then to the collapsed pyramid, in that order.
Yep. Okay, so then, yeah, you also have the pyramid in Giza. And then I don't think you actually know where the Clive expedition currently is. You know that they're still they're still excavating somewhere. But you know they left the pyramid they were at in Giza.
And how far is Giza from where we are?
Giza is nearby to Cairo, I want to say. It's not far.
Well, I would figure that if the Carlisle expedition went in the order of the collapsed pyramid, the pyramid in Giza, and the bent pyramid, it may not be a terrible idea to follow in that order.
Is that the order? I think that's slightly different.
It's just slightly different.
Giza, Dasher to Madoon.
And then where is Nuri in reference to all of this?
Nuri is southeast of the pyramids in Medoon.
So it would make sense to go Giza, and then to all the other pyramids and to Nuri.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do it
geographically
if you wanted to.
We just want to be efficient here.
Yes.
Efficient.
Well, I was thinking
Fear.
maybe we could see Nuri first because the pyramids might be a little bit dangerous. And if we got maybe some more knowledge, it might be a little helpful.
That is a good point. You know that she knows anything about the pyramids? Was she on the expedition? I don't remember.
Would there be
Was
more-
part of the expedition.
Would there be more information on the pyramids themselves in the museum? Maybe.
Well, maybe on the history of them, but what's
Yeah.
going on right now, we don't really know.
Can you go to the library and look up stuff about museums?
Do you mean about the pyramids?
Oh, yeah.
You just want to research the history
Museum.
of the museum.
So then I can learn about the pyramids.
He has to fact check all those sources. He has to fact check the library.
You can't just news
And
about
then the
all.
museum.
Yeah, yellow journalism.
Yes, because that's how us journalists in New York do that.
Yeah. and-
How about we go to Giza, then to Nuri, and then to the other pyramids? Because like Giza's like a tourist trap, right?
Yeah, it's just to the southwest of Cairo. That's what it is.
Either
How
way,
dangerous
just-
could that be?
I think that Sam's got a very good point there.
Yeah.
He says, knowing full well we got to a massive fight in downtown New York.
Well, New York isn't necessarily a tourist attraction.
Actually, not Harlem.
Some
Yes.
parts are.
You
Was it
guys
Harlem?
also got beat up just like on the streets of London at night by a fog monster.
I mean, I hate to tell you, Pierce, but I think you're making some good points.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
I
Mysterious
do like
voice.
the going to Giza first idea.
I don't know
Do
why,
you
but I
now?
like it.
No one likes my library idea. Just, just make sure the pyramids are, kind of safe.
Well, they're the You're gonna learn. That's the thing. I'm gonna reiterate a point that was made. Mahmoud speaks up. Well,
I moved.
Hell.
if you guys are looking for the supernatural aspects of these pyramids, then I don't think that'll be in any history books.
Okay, Mahmoud.
You would be surprised, because that person at the museum is very knowledgeable.
Well, is
For
he
his
a
age.
book?
I'm sure.
He also believes in ancient deities that want to bring about chaos to the world.
Ah!
You don't?
Totally believable.
Guess we're gonna cross off the library.
Did you actually have that written down? It sounded like you actually crossed something off.
No. Of course not.
No. Why would I ever do
The
that?
racist writing.
Okay, well,
Wow.
Also,
Sam,
this
so
library
it's in
is
the
in
morning?
Egypt.
Egypt. I can read hieroglyphics. At least a little.
This is Arabic.
Is this the moment where Princeton finds out that they don't use hieroglyphics anymore in Egypt?
What?
All this for nothing. I got a Princeton education.
You need to go to the library. Oh, wait.
Okay. Well, just ignore all my ideas. I am either for Amelia's plan or Sam's plan. They can make the decisions for me. They speak for me.
So geese in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, where am I? Where are y'all staying in hotels? Where should I stay? I've just been like,
We were
I
sleeping
don't know,
in
those
your
Arab
room.
guys let me sleep in their house randomly. The ones
In
that are
our-
selling the penguin to Saudi Arabia.
Arthur, whose room did we sleep in?
Yeah, are we retconning that Sam's had his own hotel room that Princeton and Arthur slept in?
Who?
I guess. I
I'm
think
pretty-
Princeton and
was
Arthur.
that?
I think
I'm pretty sure that
Princeton.
I shared a room with Sam, but I'm fairly certain Princeton he stayed in his own room.
Pretty sure
Oh,
Princeton
okay.
and Arthur could have gotten their own rooms because they're being reimbursed for it by the expedition money. But
Wait, there's expedition money.
yeah, there's expedition. Oh yeah, you weren't here for that.
You were
Yeah,
here
you
for
guys
that.
are getting reimbursed for like the money you spend on like hotel rooms and food and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why we go to dinner all the time.
That would have been really nice to know.
That Jackson alias.
I mean,
buddy.
we gotta eat at some point.
Let's get a room in the hotel y'all are in.
You guys didn't tell him that we're paying him, right? Or you just kind of tag along. Oh no, we gotta pay him.
All right. So you head back to the main part of the city. You have a nice night, and you wake up in the morning.
Good. I was really concerned if I didn't.
It was a beautiful night in Egypt. Nobody had any bad dreams or anything. It was great. It was perfect.
It's perfectly normal.
Yeah. By the way, does Sam still have that? Do you still have that vial on you, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
I got
So-
it back from university when we were in London
Yeah.
at some point.
Okay, so you guys wake up in the morning. You guys just heading straight over to Giza.
I mean,
Yeah,
what else would we
Yeah.
do?
Okay, so you have to take a train over. You hop in the train.
Choo choo.
You guys want to discuss anything on the train ride? Mahmoud sitting next to all of you.
Oh, we're taking them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your
Yeah,
guy.
I don't know where we're going, so we kind of need to take.
Yeah. Also, the only way that
We're on excursion.
Yeah,
So we just
well,
wanna walk
he
around
did.
for, like,
He
what,
did.
checks?
He did notify the person who's paying him, Godfrey, that he needs to be paid extra if you're gonna take him further than Giza.
a little hustler.
yeah. What a guy.
So on the train, I'm gonna bring up. So there's potentially two different pyramids that we have to see in Giza. There's the pyramid that the Carlyles looked at, and then there's the pyramid that the Clive expedition looked at. We don't know if they were the same pyramid, or if they were different ones, or where they are.
There are 3 total pyramids, though?
In
I
Giza,
think there's
no.
only 2.
Okay.
I think actually the Carlyles may have gone to the same pyramid in Giza. Don't quote me on that. I'm trying to figure it out right now for you.
Yeah. Well, even if you told us, we wouldn't know.
True.
You guys need to discuss anything else? Or are we just
I
gonna
mean,
sit here while I look up stuff?
Okay. I was just doing something. Yeah. Yeah. We don't know each other very well. So Arthur, why are you here? You just join along?
I'm joining y'all because I want to avenge my brother's death and get revenge on the cults.
All
That's
of
why
them.
you're here?
All of the cults.
Yeah, all of them.
Every last one of them.
I
Oh,
like that.
okay.
So what did you do before this? Like before you were with us? Did you like?
How did your brother die?
Well,
I
what
think
I
that
did
one's pretty
before.
obvious, Princeton.
what I did before is none of your business.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yep.
I may
Great
have done a little bit of work that might not have been so legal.
So you were a lawyer?
I'm pretty sure that's exact opposite.
Doctor?
At least these questions are better than if I'm a pirate.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm not good at geography. I
Yeah.
didn't know pirates weren't in the North Sea or in
Sounds
the
it
place
seems,
north of England.
sounds like Arthur's been holding on a little bit to one insult.
Yeah, he was really holding that in. Sam, what were you doing while we were doing other stuff? You, oh, I know you went to George. Oh, you gave George away to a king. Did anything else happen?
Studied some philosophy.
Oh,
I
philosophy.
read more of that.
Book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I read more of the book.
So, sorry, I just looked at what you guys found out about the Carlisle expedition and what they did. It doesn't, the papers that you read don't name a specific pyramid at all. It just says that they did some expeditionary work near Giza.
That's cool.
So, it doesn't name a pyramid or say that they were in a pyramid. It just says that they worked there. They did some work there.
Thanks, Mahmood.
Yeah.
Amelia, I'm the king of small talk right here. Like, I mean, what do you think of Egypt so far?
I wish that Jack didn't berate that guy as much as he did. I feel bad.
It wasn't really berating.
I thought we
Hey.
were going to talk about the weather.
I didn't have a chance to go back in and apologize because he kicked us out.
You could have always. He was a nice
Okay.
guy. If you walked
mean,
in and you said sorry. I think
Was this like the worst thing this group has done? Because I'm pretty sure that, like, you know, in terms of all the things we've done, that's pretty much Jack yelling at him. It's probably the worst thing that I've seen.
What?
Definitely.
I agree.
I've not seen anything even close to being worse than that. Not at all. We're all just going to totally ignore what happened earlier.
What happened earlier?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Nothing happened in England at all.
Oh wait, I have a question, Pierce.
Uh-huh.
Actually, regarding that whole thing. Remember when I got amnesia because I saw the blob thing?
Yes.
And then when it died, the amnesia went away. Did I permanently forget what happened that night, or did it all come back to me?
It's like flashes. It's like
Ah.
bits and pieces. I don't remember every detail.
I had a crazy dream where Sam killed someone.
Wow,
Cultist.
what a crazy
The cultist
dream.
From a cult that
Wait.
tried to kill us
Wait,
several
wait.
times. So
Yeah,
this
it,
was a dream,
coincidence,
right?
we all have the same dream as you.
I'm
Wait.
pretty sure we're getting off topic here.
Wait,
But-
no,
alright.
no, Jack, shh. Did you just, Sam? Is this dream real?
It was a real dream, yes.
Oh yeah, Princeton doesn't know
That what?
because he wasn't there.
What do you think I've been doing this whole time?
Wait, what? What have you been doing? Have you?
Princeton, you know you trust me. You know I did it for a good reason.
Wait,
It wasn't
saying
really
that
that good.
you murdered somebody?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I suppose
Alright.
you could call it
I-
that.
All right. Well, I grabbed Sam by the collar and I slap him. Okay, you better say that. Did you murder somebody in cold blood?
Well, blood's rather
It
warm.
wasn't cold blood.
Why'd you
Like-
slap him?
Because you murdered somebody.
This was like 2 weeks ago.
I feel like most of us have killed people at this point in the game.
Not
Yes.
really.
I
Okay.
am counting the cultists in Peru as people.
I mean, I didn't kill anybody,
Yeah.
did I? I don't remember.
There were-
But that was
well,
in
there were
self-defense.
There were no cultists in Peru. It was like all undead people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That were like trying to like vampire you.
Yeah, but that was in
trying to suck all your
self-defense,
fat out of your body.
And you know, these were monsters. But you just killed a person, and I'm assuming that he didn't try to fight back. This guy probably had a family.
I got him before he could fight back.
That's worse. Did you give him a chance?
Just give
Not
up
really.
the self-defense
Not like
argument.
medieval. It's not medieval like noble combat. It is our lives versus theirs.
But
We can't let them summon things that will end the world. You have to understand that, Princeton.
To be fair,
Amelia has been gone. She walked away from this conversation. She's going to the other, like, train car.
you know what? No more surgeries from you, Sam. All right, I don't care how beautiful you're gonna make my face. I am not gonna have another needle be touched upon this face by a murderer.
Okay?
Oh,
Okay.
that's it.
I mean, it's not like you were paying him, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true. How do you know this, Mahmood?
We filled them in while you weren't around.
Okay. All right. Well, Sam, you're officially my least favorite member of this group. How does that feel?
Well, not the same. I don't know. I don't think you can be incredibly self-righteous here.
I mean, okay.
You've done
well,
questionable
Princeton,
things before.
Princeton. Let me explain this for you, in a way that's not so aggressive. So essentially, there was this man, and he was going to go tell Gavin and Zara that we were approaching, and then we would have been completely dead. So
I'm gonna
Sam
go
really
join this
had
Greenwald.
no other choice but to slit this man's throat.
But you could have knocked him out. You could have tied him up.
You might have
Yeah.
screamed.
You could have,
He might have screamed.
you could have put something in his mouth so he doesn't yell. I mean,
Well, you can't really put something in their mouth as you go and hit them.
Especially after he was already, like, attacked by Amelia. So,
Oh,
Did-
we
did
forgot to
Amelia
mention that
murder?
part too.
no, she tried to spray
No,
him.
so
He
Tried to
knew,
incapacitate him with some mace.
yeah, so he knew something was coming, so he would not have just stayed silent.
Was he armed?
Well,
Yeah,
we
two
didn't
of them.
Yeah,
really
he was.
investigate the body. But yes, most definitely.
Yeah, he was a guard.
1000%.
If you want to roll psychology on them, Princeton, I will allow it.
Okay.
Because they don't
This-
actually know if he was armed at all.
This is the first
He
time
was
we've
a
done
guard.
something against player
He had a
character.
flashlight.
I got
Yeah.
20. I got a 19.
Flashlight
I got a
equals
20
gun.
psychology.
Okay.
So let's go.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. I'm just because it's player versus player. I'm just gonna be really vague about it. They might not be telling you entirely the truth.
I lean in. Both of them. Yeah, any of you guys are lying to me because I've got an inkling that you guys may not be telling the truth entirely. Oh,
Princeton,
You're
I
gonna
don't think you understand. I don't lie.
Except for
Name
when I
one
commit
time I
crimes.
Exactly. See, he gets it. I don't lie. I
Who,
get
who gets it?
situations.
Mahmood.
Oh,
That
well, he's
Scottish
one of the most
voice.
honest people I've met.
The Scottish voiceover. It's just
It
like.
might be that I don't understand a word he says, but he's one of the most honest people.
Alright, well, as long as we don't murder another person that's defenseless and or not fighting back, I think I will be fine with it. But
Okay,
I don't have-
will
I
just
don't have-
say. I will just say that Sam did this without any of us approving of it or saying that he should do it. He did it
kinda
without
happened.
saying a word.
In the
So-
situation, I couldn't wait a second. Like, he just saw Amelia try to mace him. He was gonna run and scream.
So you could have made a better decision.
And just let him alert everyone.
No, you could have literally covered his mouth and like so he
Knocked
couldn't
him
scream.
out.
Knocked him out.
Chokehold.
Chokehold. Exactly.
put him
Literally,
into
there
a,
were like 10 other options. aside
bring him
from,
to a
like,
secondary
slitting his
location.
throat.
Yeah. Did we like go to that guy's family and like send him a flower, pay for the funeral?
No, but you can do that if you want, Princeton. Couldn't tell you the name or the address of his family, but good luck.
You could probably just ask Gavin about it. I think that would go really well.
Hey, go. Feel free to ask Gavin and Zara. They're very nice people. Wouldn't want to harm you.
I.
That was sarcasm, not a lie.
Okay. Okay.
And
I don't
on
know-
this note, the train arrives in Giza.
Took long enough.
That was a really long train ride.
Well, I was gonna stop it when the small talk started, and then we got into it. So, when I was done looking up what pyramid, if the Carlyles even went to a pyramid, but by the time I was done looking that up, you guys were into it. So, anyhow, welcome to Giza. There's some beautiful pyramids on the horizon. They're very close to the train station because obviously most people coming into Giza are tourists looking for the pyramids. You can see the bank of the Nile is not very far from you, and across on a plateau across the way on the you see a few pyramids, very huge buildings. You're able to catch a metro car over to the pyramid complex.
I have a question for you.
For me?
Yes. Yes.
For who? Okay.
For you. So, these like expedition groups, how do they like is there like something that they go through to be able to excavate? Like is there like a process?
Yeah, they have to get like permits, and Warren Bazart mentioned something about it, that he was helping the Carlisle expedition get like permits from the Egyptian government and get the tools that they would need and get all the permissions that they would need. He was the one who like dotted the I's and crossed the T's for the expedition while they were in Egypt.
We can just like walk in, find like a little tourist shop, and be like, "I'm a self-funded expedition group, and I want to excavate."
There are guided tours of the pyramids, but they mostly, I mean, as you approach the pyramid
Touristy.
complex, they ride you around on camels down near the pyramids, but
Cool. Okay, that's all my questions.
okay. You can see around, however, in this little complex, there are several expeditions getting ready to go excavate some part of the pyramid or go inside or what have you. Dig near the pyramids.
So what do you suppose our first action should be, guys?
I'm gonna take a stroll and take in the sights.
Okay.
I will remind you, the pyramid that the Clive expedition was in was the Mycerinus pyramid? Mycerinus? I'm going to look up how that's said. Sorry, stream/video/podcast, if you can hear me look up how to say this.
Should we let the murderers decide where we go next?
Can
Well,
I go and ask these expedition groups where
Mycerinus or
they're going?
Mycerinus.
Mycerinus? What? I refuse. I refuse to say it like that. Mycerinus or Mycerinus? You're going to one of the expedition groups?
Yeah, can I just like ask around until I find the group that's going to that pyramid?
Okay. There is an expedition from Harvard University. That's headed over there. What are you gonna say to them? How do you approach this situation?
Assume that I've already like asked where they're like excavating and found that out. Right.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Okay.
Harvard.
Say, if me and my group of people who are experienced expeditionists, if we were able to find our own mode of transportation, how much would it cost per person to just tag along with your group?
Well, I'm not entirely sure that would be legal.
But theoretically.
Donkey dying in the background.
Theoretically, that's. I mean, ma'am, we're here to make historical findings. I cannot risk this by breaking the law.
Is it really breaking the law?
Well, according to the... Listen, I would maybe consider it were it not for the civil unrest in Egypt right now. The Egyptian government is not dealing with any nonsense recently. They've got enough on their plates.
What if I offer you $100?
I like it.
That's not pocket change.
Give me a hard charm.
Hard arm. Okay, I see your game.
So is bribery a charm check or a persuasion check?
That's...
Generally?
I've been playing it as charm because it's like... Bribery's kind of a weird one for me. Like, it's not super clear to me which one it is, but I go with charm typically because it's like...
rolled a 40 and I need a 34.
It's like giving them something in order for them to do what you want. You're not persuading them to do it. You're like when it's not exactly the same as this, but I picture it like you give a compliment to charm someone to get them to do what you want. You give them something to get them to do what you want, rather than them being convinced in their head to do it. Sorry, did you pass? What kind of
Spent luck to get.
No,
a
no.
hard success?
6 luck. It's way too much.
I have 71 luck, so
Still,
Wow.
luck checks.
I want to go.
Spend however much luck you want.
Can I get some of that, please?
We're not here.
20s over here.
Listen, I actually followed through on what I said I would do earlier in the campaign, and I set up some gates where I'm gonna start giving you guys luck improvement checks. So they're coming. They're not super common still, because luck is supposed to be a valuable resource, but they are coming. In fact.
Into the pyramids.
So you're gonna spend the luck.
Yeah.
He holds out a hand. He kind of looks around.
I shake it with the money in my hand.
Okay.
Like-
All right. Well, see you later. Yeah. So he pockets it, and we have a couple extra camels over there. You and your friends can climb aboard.
Deal. I mean, I was gonna like pay for I was gonna find some camels myself, but I'll go with that. That's easier.
All right.
So I walk back over to the group, and I'm like, "Hey guys, I found we get to tag along with this expedition group. Go excavate.
Expedite.
Expedite.
So they are just digging near to the pyramid of Mycerinus. I literally just looked it up. Whatever.
Play for stream.
So yeah. They aren't actually going inside, and they're not like working on it. They're just working like right nearby.
I didn't know that. Feel a little bit ripped off now.
So can we ask if they know anything about the Clive expedition?
Sure you can. You can approach someone and ask
Yeah.
that question.
Yeah. So, have you heard anything about the Clive expedition? I know they were working on this pyramid as well a few months back.
Oh yeah, it was quite unfortunate what happened. They that was a great find, that mummy, but unfortunately it got stolen. They moved up to they're still working. I wonder if they have anything else that they're looking for. They moved up to Memphis. They're doing an excavation on a pyramid up there instead.
An interesting site. So what part of the pyramid did they find the artifact and the mummy in?
I'm not exactly sure. It's all been very hush-hush because they haven't. Usually, these kinds of things get revealed in journals and academic papers once they start really looking into who the mummy was, the history of it. But we didn't have a chance to do that because it was stolen so quickly.
I'm right now
Nobody
writing
did.
an academic article. Do you know if there's anyone in Giza I could talk to about it?
In where?
In this area, or just in Egypt in general, that might know more about what happened. I guess other than the Clive expedition.
No, I mean I know that I'm fairly certain that the man down at the museum might know a thing or two, but outside of that, I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, thanks for your help.
No problem. No problemo.
Because that's what they say in Egypt and not Mexico.
You would know.
They also say that in Spain. Jack.
I guess. I know it's slightly different. I'm talking
No,
against Gavin, not Jack.
Yeah, but the words for no and problem are the same in Spain and Mexico and the rest of the Spanish-speaking world.
Well, I've never been to Spain, but I know it's slightly
nada.
different than...
Por nada,
Yes.
no problem, or no big deal.
Yeah.
Sorry. Kind of
So
just
Princeton.
felt the need.
So I assume Memphis is a city in Egypt. Do you know where that is?
Memphis is a city in Egypt.
Mr. Archaeology Professor.
Princeton, do you
is
need
hired
help
by-
knowing where it is?
Yes, Mahmood.
Memphis is located. Why doesn't it say?
I don't know, Mahmood.
It brings up Memphis right here in the book. It does not say. I'm just gonna Google it.
Make it up.
Mind Google.
It's
I-
in Tennessee.
I avoided making
It's located just south of the river Delta, so it's nearby to Cairo as well. I think it's a little bit further than Giza, but not that far.
Thanks,
Hey.
Mahmood.
Thanks, Mahmood.
Yes, it is a little bit further than Giza. I was correct.
Just has a map in his head.
He is very talented.
Mahmoud was actually the inventor of Mind Google.
Yeah, he was.
You're scanning.
It's nothing Mahmood doesn't know.
So I have an idea. What if we have a small group wander off into the pyramid while everyone else is digging at the archaeological site?
You can do that.
Okay.
I don't trust Godfrey going into another pyramid.
You know what? I am about to face my fears.
Wait,
This
why
is
would
what
you
I
not
thi-
trust Godfrey?
Yeah, why wouldn't you trust me?
You don't
He
trust him
stole all the gold
alone.
from the other one.
You don't know
You
that.
don't know. You don't know
And
that.
unleashed a monster.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I don't know that. Never mind, I didn't say any of that. I forgot that was like
Retcon.
revealed after.
Retcon.
Yeah. Oopsies.
I don't
pulled
even
up-
think it was revealed. I think it was just revealed to me that like I got a weird feeling.
No, Pierce like explained it to us at the end after
Yeah.
we wrapped up the session.
I explained to these players, not their characters,
Yeah.
how you messed everything up
Potentially.
potentially.
Okay.
I am down to follow Godfrey because this is what my therapist told me. I need some exposure to my fears to face them so I can get
Hey.
over it.
Hey, you gonna follow me to the expedition site? Cause I'm not walking in no pyramid. I don't
Scared of
know.
archaeology?
Yeah, I don't know what you said. I'm gonna stay with the expedition crew. Somebody else can go break off and go in the pyramid, but that's not me.
I suppose I could go in the pyramid with whoever is going in the pyramid.
Princeton!
Not me.
Did
Oh,
bribe
if it's
these
only
people.
Princeton, I may let him go by himself.
I did bribe these people, so I feel like I should stay.
Okay.
So Sam
Alright,
Cartman in the pyramid.
Oh no.
Oh,
AISSING.
Sam might murder me.
MURD. ER.
ER.
I was like, this doesn't go to the same tune. There's not as many letters. Um,
Princeton, I saved your life at Miles Shipley's house, so it'd be against my nature to do that to you.
Okay. No funny business.
I guess in that case, then I'll go with Sam and Princeton to the
it's not
pyramids.
just Princeton.
You need like a mediator.
Yeah, it's not just Princeton.
All right. So it's pretty simple. Once they start getting down to business, they're not really looking around. So the three of you are able to kind of slip away towards the pyramid pretty easily. If you are looking around, sorry, I'm just making sure I have this right. You're looking around for you look around for a bit of an entrance. You're able to find one into the pyramid. You can clamber down into these tunnels, right? Does anyone have a flashlight? I'd be willing to assume at least one of you has a flashlight.
Okay, well, it's either Sam or me, because I love light.
I love fire.
You have a torch? Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, you climb down here. There's a series of small tunnels nearby. It's not actually like the tunnels don't actually start in the pyramid, but there are some entrances you find. Yeah. I mean, you come to a couple of dead ends, basically. Eventually you find your way into this, like, little area under the pyramid, this little, like, square room. But that's about the only thing you're able to find.
Is there anything in the square room?
Not really, no.
Anything supernatural happens? Anything odd?
So this is like a burial chamber that you've wandered into. If you guys are looking around this room, give me extreme spot hidden rolls.
No, it's not gonna happen. I mean, no, I passed, but nah.
I got a 1.
Extreme. I got 3.
All right. Well, both of you at the same time, you find a sliding panel, like a. You basically are feeling your way around the wall, and you find this like piece of the wall that seems to like move a little bit, like back and forth. Looking around it, you find a small switch, like a tiny minuscule like button. Pushing it, the wall slides open.
I don't think they had that in ancient Egypt.
Actually,
I don't think so either.
Egypt was the first culture to have sliding doors that were automatic.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, thank you,
that's
mysterious.
Yeah, thank you, mysterious voice. That came from nowhere.
I could be
But
wrong.
let's go in this sliding
Thank
door.
you, Horace.
I will continue watching over you.
How
so, yeah,
small?
Are you guys just gonna keep going?
Yeah.
Face my fears.
Okay.
Stumble into a cult room.
Go for that door.
Oh boy. Okay, so which entrance is this?
One
Main
without combat.
So you guys have come into a tunnel that's about 8 feet wide.
Okay.
It's winding, like as you travel down it. There's some turns, and then there's some offshoots into smaller tunnels as you're walking. How far? Let me switch the music. How far are you guys going into this?
You're going all the way, boys? Yeah.
I mean, I'd say I would want to
could
keep going
talk
until I
about-
find something.
We could talk about coming back at night with the full group.
Well, how would we know what time of day it is if we're like going deep into the pyramid?
We have a basic sense of time. Like, it's still before
In the middle of
noon
the
right
day.
We don't want anybody else to find this because this is our discovery. I'm pretty sure no one else has found this. So
now. Pretty sure someone else has. If there's a switch in the wall that opens this. Although you are the Egyptologist, so I should trust your word.
yeah, we should not. This is like a discovery. I am pretty sure Egypt has never had any sliding doors before, so we should keep this to ourselves. It's a little secret.
Tell our friends.
What? So we're walking down
Just
this like.
make sure those
dark-
Harvard people don't find out. That's all I'm saying. So
You guys, this
So
is
we're
very
walking down
pulpy.
this
Have
dark-
you not seen like in The Mummy where there's like sliding panels and stuff? It's pulpy.
Brendan Fraser.
I was just gonna say, we're walking down this like dark, creepy like hallway or something like that, right? Is there anything
It's just
on
a
the
tunnel.
walls?
No.
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 Okay.
I don't believe so. There's no light here except for purple or green fungus that glows a tiny bit. There are images on some panels on some walls depicting men with the head of animals, animals with human limbs, and unidentifiable entities performing cruel, disgusting, and obscene activities. As you look at these, Jack, please give me a sanity check as you've examined these pictures on the wall.
Okay. I pass.
Okay, you lose nothing.
Do you want to warn us so we don't look at it, or is it just
Nah.
oh,
No, I'm kidding. You can do whatever you want.
Okay, so we're not going to turn back and tell people.
no,
wanna
we
just
keep on
keep going?
going.
Okay.
All right. You want to roll me a d10, Justin? As you guys are walking down this tunnel, you guys aren't going to go down any of the side tunnels. You're just going to keep going down this like large tunnel.
Down to go down the side.
Yeah, just see where it ends. Are we splitting up?
Yeah, I'll go. It's
Okay, Jack,
All
you
right.
and I.
Well, what are the groups then?
Jack and I are
Then-
sticking together because I don't feel
Yeah.
like going down the slide tunnel. Now he's
Okay.
alone with me.
Jack and
That's
Princeton.
sounds
Princeton, what'd you roll on that d10?
Oh,
bud?
hold on, I didn't roll it yet. A 7.
Okay.
Oh no.
As you're walking ahead of you, you do see weirdly this figure in the dark. This formless dark shape ahead of you, which is weird because you shine the light in that direction. You would think like you'd be able to see that far. You've been able to see that far. But all of a sudden there's a shape ahead of you and then it disappears. And as you get closer, there's no trace of anyone having been there. Sam, roll me a d10 as you walk down one of these side tunnels.
2.
As you're walking down this tunnel, you notice from above you there's a liquid dripping from the ceiling. The floor in front of you is red and slick, You easily identify this liquid as blood, but there's no source for it. It's just dripping. Roll sanity.
Okay. I passed.
Okay, you lose no sanity. You guys just gonna keep walking? Or you just continuing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think that it's like just a figment of my imagination. Don't even
Okay.
warn Jack. Keep on going.
Sam, you come to a fork. Do you want to turn left or right?
Left. Or I'll
Okay.
go left.
Okay. Jack, roll me a d10.
6.
Give me a luck roll, Jack.
No.
Damn it.
Oh no.
I pass.
Okay.
Somehow.
What was your luck at?
31.
You start to fall over, but you right yourself, and you just keep walking.
Oh.
You feel as if something caught your leg, but when you look down, there's nothing there.
Whew.
Okay.
I can do a few more. Princeton, roll me a d10.
Okay.
You're literally just sitting with us as if we're like
6.
your puppets. Just like, I could do a little bit more.
I'll swap that one because
I just did 6.
yeah. But I'll just swap it with one.
Do you want me to roll again, or?
Sure, you can roll again.
Didn't we already do 2?
Yes, we already did 2.
7.
Okay, that's the one that you just rolled. I'm just gonna do the one that I was going to do.
Alright,
There's all of a sudden this weird blast of wind. Roll me a dex check, Princeton, to see if you can hold on to the flashlight in your hands.
All right, boys. 24 out of 75, so pass.
Okay, this gust of wind blasts you, and the flashlight starts to fall out of your hand, but you're able to catch it before it smashes against the wall. Sam, roll me a d10. Let's see where you are actually also.
Just re-roll if it's a number we've already done.
Yeah.
Okay, 3.
Give me a spot hidden.
I passed a normal success.
Okay. As you walk, there seems to be jet black roses that have sprung from the floor.
Can I pick one?
Sure. You kneel down to pick one. One of the thorns. You swear you put your finger where there were no thorns, but it's almost as if one of them moves to meet your thumb. And before you can pluck it, it digs deep into your thumb. And when it sticks into your thumb. And you lose 3 damage. 3 hit points, rather.
Wow.
3?
A lot for a rose.
Yeah.
It was a D3, and I rolled a 5. So.
Okay. Am I at full health, right?
Yeah, you should be.
Okay.
And we'll
I
do.
like to stitch up the wound real quick.
Okay, we'll do one more.
Okay, pass.
Princeton, Jack, give me another D10.
1.
1. This actually makes sense. Give me a listen roll.
I don't pass.
Okay, then you hear nothing.
Hear something in real life.
Yeah. As you're listening for this, Jack, and Princeton, as you're seeing him listen for that, you both nearly bump into Sam as he comes around a corner. And Sam, you're back on the main tunnel that they were following.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
Hey there. How was your expedition?
My tunnel is pretty cool.
So
really?
it appears that they're ahead of you a little ways, not too far. There appears to be a doorway with light bleeding out of it.
Light?
And it's a closed door, right?
Nope, it's just a doorway. It's not like
Oh, a doorway. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's walk towards the door.
And I like walk towards it and then like sort of peek my head around without like walking in.
Okay, so looking in, this appears to be some kind of a large hall, like a great hall, like in a castle or what have you. There are wide steps down that lead into this chamber, this huge place. The light that came out of this room it's not very bright. There's only a handful of torches that light the way. And there are reflections everywhere from the black marble that coats the walls, and the floor is this black marble flecked with white. Everything is very shiny and slick.
Mm-hmm.
There are numerous pillars holding up the ceiling. Looking around, there appears to be inside a stairway that leads down on the central platform in the room, with this weird red light shining out of it. There also appears to be a large pit in the middle of the room. There's an altar, a throne-like structure. There's some other structures in here.
Just give me the heebie-jeebies.
And then there's some space behind the throne that you have not. And there's a bridge that leads from the throne to a tunnel on the side that's like elevated from the floor.
Oh boy.
Yes, this is behind the throne. Or
So
no?
there's the throne is like elevated from the floor, right? And then there's a bridge leading from it to a tunnel. There's nobody in this room.
Sam?
It is giving me some PBG.
Yay! heebie-jeebies indeed. Sam, I think you want to sit on that throne. Part of me thinks you do, because that's something you would totally do.
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. But,
So, what's in the pit?
So you're just walking into this place.
Yeah.
But you're not looking at the stairs. You're walking past those to look into the pit. This appears to be a pit of water.
Okay. It's nice, actually.
The water looks black and featureless. Are you looking any closer at the water? Or are you just like, that's water?
I'll look closer.
Okay, give me a spot hidden roll.
I passed a normal success.
There are lots of tiny ripples in the water.
Do you want to tell us that info? Or is it just like, oh,
Nope.
Well,
yeah, there's
he's-
some ripples in this water. Maybe we could throw something in and see what happens.
Do
Didn't you-
can I look for a rock somewhere, like a
There's probably
small
not a
rock?
or you can maybe like, since Sam has a torch, right? Didn't you have a torch or a flashlight?
A torch.
Okay, maybe you
Isn't
can.
that just British for a flashlight?
Oh yeah. Well,
No,
I'm
we're
American.
not throwing the torch in the pit.
No. Just get like a splinter of something off the, since it's wood. Pull a little piece off the torch.
Alright, here's do I see like a
Waffle
small
in my
rock?
bag. I'll throw one
Sure.
of those.
Okay.
Actually, no, you
Sure.
don't. I'm sorry. No, you don't.
No?
Not in this room. You might be able to go just like run and get one from the tunnels, but this room is like spotless.
Okay.
Okay, so I throw a falafel from my bag into the pit.
Okay.
No, nothing really happens. The tiny ripples continue.
Cthulhu comes out of the pit and eats the falafel and goes back to enjoy the falafel.
I definitely don't want to. I don't want to dip my toe in that because I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, let's stay away from the water.
Yeah.
Let's go look down the stairs.
Sure.
These stairs appear to lead down forever, and the red light isn't so much a light as it is like a mist. That the small amount of light there is appears to be bouncing off of. Occasionally, you hear a shriek or a groan of some kind that drifts up from this staircase.
The staircase goes down?
Yep.
Okay.
I probably don't want to just continually go down the staircase.
How about this? You throw another falafel down. Just kind of estimate how long it'll take.
I don't think stairs work like that. I'm fine with just leaving these stairs alone.
Okay.
I think he was saying count the seconds until you hear it hit the ground.
I don't think that's worth
No,
much. And even then, we could probably go find a rock and throw it down there instead of wasting food.
What is up with you and rocks, Jack? What is up with you and rocks?
Well, if it's stairs, wouldn't it just hit a stair?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a spiral or is it just like.
No, it's a spiral. Yeah, it's a spiral staircase.
So,
Oh.
ready
Well,
to
of course
waste
you
another.
can't see the. Is it like there's like a hole in the middle that you can see all the way down?
Yeah, but it's like dark. Can't see
Okay, I
the
didn't know if it
bottom.
was just like a normal spiral staircase, in which case, yeah, you can't see all the way down.
Yeah.
I guess you could drop a rock then.
Fine, Jack, you
Alright,
got it your way.
So I go back down the tunnel to grab a rock. And I bring one back and hand it to Sam.
Okay.
I
Drop.
hope you're happy.
You count the seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. You never hear it hit the bottom.
Jack, it's been 2 minutes. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna.
Well, that sounds quite deep then. I don't know that it's worth going down there if we're not going to be able to escape.
Unless the ground is really soft.
You're welcome to, but I'm not.
I don't know what that had anything to do with escaping, but
Oh, you wanted to jump down there. I'm not going to do that. Okay.
So I guess we go to the throne. That's the next
Yeah.
thing in the room.
Okay. It's beyond an altar of some kind. The altar is made of white marble. It leads up. There's steps that lead up to it. There are some stone braziers which burn this sickly yellow, built into the four corners of the altar. On the altar, as you're passing by it. Oh, wait a second. I apologize. On the altar, as you've approached it, you notice there is a large sarcophagus, as well as two items of some kind. It's called a girdle, or no, wait. There is a crown and a necklace.
Guess who's not going to wear that?
Okay, I'm gonna just roll something internally to see if I'm gonna wear the crown and necklace.
Flip the coin.
I'm gonna wear the crown and necklace.
Okay.
You put them on.
I'm not going to stop you, Sam. Oh, you already put them on. Okay.
No, nothing happens.
Do you want to sit on the throne?
Why do you want me to sit on this throne?
Because, like, all right, what's a king without a throne? First of all.
I guess that's a fair point.
So it's a double throne, which means it's like double the size. I believe.
Oh, I thought you meant like there were two of them.
Yeah.
It might also be two of them. I might be totally. Actually, no, it is two of them. You're right.
Okay.
It is two.
King Sam.
There are carvings of cruel acts being performed by humans and mythical-looking creatures. The images are disturbing, but unidentifiable if you look at any of them. The two seats are designed for human-sized figures. They're not too big. There are hieroglyphics written above them. There are hieroglyphics written above them.
Guys.
Oh my God.
All right, this is my time to shine. Sam? Sam, there are hieroglyphics right above you. And I'm going to read them.
Read them before I sit.
Well, I failed. But,
Well,
that's like
you could try extra hard to read them.
I got a 12 on this, and I rolled a 61, so it's not.
Yeah, but you could if you try extra hard and stare at them, then you can re-roll. Remember?
Yeah, I can push.
You can push. Do you want to push?
All right.
If you have
Sam,
a 12, that might not be a great idea.
Sam,
You can't spend luck on a push roll, just so you know.
okay. Sam, here we go. Hieroglyphics time. I'm gonna I rub my temples. And I'm like, okay. 92.
Yikes. Well, what do you read? What do they say?
I think about to pop a blood vessel.
It says the thing that you read is this says you should perform a ritual here. Definitely.
Sam? Okay. It says you should perform a ritual here defiantly.
Defiantly.
I didn't write this. Ask the ancient Egyptians that made this.
Okay. Well,
What
I'll
would they
sit on
want
this
us to
throne, then.
defy?
if it doesn't say not to.
I don't like the idea of performing rituals, so I will sort of watch from a distance, ready to run if
You
I need
sit
to.
in the throne, and nothing happens.
And I feel good.
You feel as if you're sitting in a throne.
Where nothing is currently happening.
Yes.
Okay. So what else is there to explore? There's the
This is the tunnel.
bridge
There's
behind
the bridge that leads away from the platform that the throne is on to a
Yeah.
tunnel. And then there is a little bit of an area behind the throne.
Can I look behind the throne?
There's an enormous hole in the wall, like meeting, like it meets with the meets basically where the floor and the wall meet behind the throne. If you shine a light down there or hold your torch over it, it's pitch black, no matter how much light there is. Like, as in, you can't even see the walls that you should be able to see of the of this hole.
I'm pretty sure this is where we're supposed to put that ritual.
What ritual?
I'm assuming we put something inside there. I don't know what. And I have an inkling that it may or may not have to be a human being in that hole. But
Probably wearing the crown and scepter.
yeah.
Well, I'm not going in there, so that solves that problem.
You want to go down that tunnel?
So you guys
Jack.
are headed over to the tunnel?
Yeah. Come on, Jack. Jack, we're gonna peer pressure you right to do this.
Well,
You're gonna peer pressure him to go in the hole?
Not in the hole, in the tunnel behind it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not
I
gonna
thought you
murder
meant the
Jack like
hole.
that. Yeah.
You're pressing Jack to potentially killing himself.
I know, yeah.
I'll go in the tunnel, no problem. Just not something that, like, you can't see light in there.
Yeah. Also, Sam.
Okay, well, then if you two are both going, then I will join, but
A few
I'm still
feet
skeptical.
before the bridge meets the wall, where the tunnel starts, there is a stele, which has on it some hieroglyphs.
Oh, again.
Okay. Princeton time. All right.
Redemption arc.
Okay. Jack, Sam, stay back. Here we go. Hieroglyphics time. 77. Okay. Here we go again. Rubbing my temples. I'm going.
You know what? Let me give it a try.
You
Can I
have
try
a
it one
one.
more time?
I have a 1, but maybe I'll get a lucky roll and spend luck. No, I don't.
Yeah, nice try, Sam. You know, let the guy with the Princeton education
Didn't you already roll?
not do it. No, I thought I was going to push.
Oh. Okay,
You know,
well,
bad things are supposed to happen when you push your
yeah,
luck.
you know bad things happen when you push your luck, right?
What's going to happen?
Well, you may find
You
out.
fall off the bridge, and you take
Oh, wait, no,
3 damage. Yes.
you're just...
What you get.
That's why you should know the rules.
Yeah,
Someone doesn't
that's
want
on
me
me.
to help him, so
Ow.
the medic's not going to be there for you.
You guys didn't see that. Alright. I walk up. Out of shame. Okay.
Well, Princeton, are you done staring at things you cannot understand and ready to move on?
Maybe for an archaeology professor, you should have put more points into languages that you learned.
Yeah.
All right. So, there is a door at the end of this at the end of this bridge. You open it. It seems to lead into one of the smaller tunnels, like one that you walked through, Sam.
Oh, okay. Let's keep going.
All right. I'm just gonna skip ahead because it's been a while. You guys follow this tunnel and eventually make your way back to, not knowing exactly where you're going because this is not the tunnel you came in through. Eventually, you do make your way back to the burial chamber that you found the sliding door in.
Sam, you look so pretty with that necklace on and that crown.
Yeah. We should have taken the sarcophagus too.
Should've
Honestly, that's the
taken everything.
discovery of a lifetime.
We should have done a lot of things in there. I should
In
have
fact,
done.
We should just go and tell the Harvard people what we found.
I
I'd be
don't.
more than excited.
I don't want to tell Harvard students anything. I hate Harvard. So I don't know. We'll wait until like my Princeton friends come over here.
I guess the question is, should I hide these jewel and scepter?
No, own it. You look like a king.
But they're gonna ask where we got these.
Who cares? You could say that you got it from Godfrey's estate or something.
Jack, do you have any opinion on this?
I think that it's probably best if we leave it behind, because I would rather not get in trouble.
Follow
As we
your
need
heart
to-
or
we-
follow this guy. I don't know.
Bring them with me, but the question is, should I hide them or wear them?
Wear the necklace at least. The crown is less obvious.
I'm just gonna put them both in my bag. Sorry, Princeton.
Okay, you could just
Wow,
hit it
what a
under your shirt.
discussion. What should
I
I,
wasn't
do?
even
You should
involved
do
even though I
this.
was asked.
Nah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. So we just sneak back to the dig site.
yeah, you make your way outside. This is not outside. Sorry, I apologize. You make your way back to the dig site. Godfrey, Arthur, Amelia, you see your friends come back from the pyramid after a long time. Like
Very
a
long
few hours.
Where were you guys?
My head hurts.
I'll just so I just
we-
quietly explain everything that happened in there.
Wait, did you guys close the tunnel before you left?
No, we did not.
Uh,
We did not. We definitely did not.
oh, okay,
Jack,
question.
you have thought
Would-
of doing that? 'Cause Me
well,
Princeton
would we...
did not have.
Hold on.
Are you
You
metagaming?
and Princeton were
Let me-
arguing
let me-
about the wearing the thing. Go ahead, Jack.
Jesus, I cannot say anything.
That's what happens when you go to Mexico.
Would I know. Would I have known how to close it back, or was it like dumb luck that I found out how?
No,
how we,
you
like,
guys,
opened this?
with extreme successes, you found the switch. Like, you would have known that the switch was there.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, so we like knew how we did it. It wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh, press something and like, yeah.
Yeah.
You lean on a wall and the brick pushes in.
No, this
I-
isn't Scooby-Doo.
I feel like Jack probably would have been careful enough to try and put it back because he was also mindful enough to not like bring out a crown and necklace
Okay.
from the pyramid to
So yeah,
like,
you guys
get in
closed
trouble.
it back.
Okay.
And then you guys explain quietly what happened to Godfrey and Arthur and Amelia.
Can we roleplay like we don't know that Jack did it? So we're just like, oh my god, we left it open.
No, I'd rather
Not
not.
even in my
Yeah, not right now.
Okay.
And if you left it open, then clearly you didn't remember. So,
Okay.
also you didn't find it. You weren't the one to find the
Oh,
button
yeah.
or anything.
That's true.
Triple whammy.
Yep.
So, Sir Godfrey, how much do you think the British Royal Museum would pay for this?
Let me roll appraisal on that.
This is like his most.
It's gonna be like millions.
Princeton, as an archaeology professor, you would know that it's very, very illegal to export artifacts out of Egypt without like the proper papers.
Okay. So, oh, but then I did encourage him to do. All right, yeah. It's Jack. Oh my, Sam. Well, as Godfrey's looking at that, I just need you to do your due process, do your due duty, and make sure it's registered, and because we don't want you.
Dig here.
Don't commit a crime. That's all I'm saying.
You guys already committed a crime.
Committed plenty.
Okay.
Victim.
So, Sir Godfrey, if I sold it to a shady sort of person, rather than Her Highness's Royal British Museum, how much do you think I'd get for it?
Well, I failed my appraisal check. So I don't know.
It looks expensive, Godfrey.
It
As you
looks
look into the
expensive.
bag.
Keep it
That
as a
looks-
family heirloom then.
It looks so expensive, I would suggest trying to find someone in Egypt that can forge papers of authenticity before you send it back to Britain.
If only someone had those skills.
This is
We'll discuss this once we're done with the dig, which I think we should politely tell them we're done. Or just leave, because they're not holding us hostage.
Yeah, in fact, I paid them.
Excuse me, sir. We quit. Okay.
Excuse me, you cannot fire me. I quit.
Where you guys headed next?
So we could to the expedition in Memphis. So that's near Cairo. If you want to stay in Cairo one more day.
Yeah, let's do that.
So you guys are going to Memphis?
Sure.
All right.
Damn donkey.
Yeah.
Back on the train, baby.
Oh.
You guys want to have another eventful conversation?
No.
Yeah, I just stare at Sam and Arthur.
Everyone just stares blankly.
What are you looking at me for?
Everyone stares blankly for 15 minutes on this train.
What if I
ride.
don't want to stare blankly? What if I want to have a nice little conversation with Mahmoud, who's somehow still with us?
Mahmoud just kind of stood on the side of the like you guys aren't paying me to help these people excavate whatever, so he just kind of stood there the whole time. So you arrive in Memphis. You make your way over to the pyramid there. It is very impressively guarded. It looks as if it's fortified as if the Great War was still going on. It's only missing the machine guns, really. I'll say Princeton. You can give me an archaeology check to see if you know what's going on here.
I have a 50 in this.
If this is normal, what's up with this?
I roll exactly half. What is exactly? That's hard.
That's so hard.
Yeah.
So, Princeton, you would know that this is strange, this level of fortification, but it is not unheard of in countries where there's civil unrest.
Okay.
So say like Egypt in the 1920s, perhaps. Countries where there's civil unrest.
30.
On arrival at the site, though, as you all get closer, a man approaches you and he shakes the hand of whoever's in front, leading the party up to the site. Hello. My name is Martin Winfield. How can I help you? What are you all doing on this site?
We're here to see the Clyde expedition.
Well, we don't just let anyone speak to expedition members, especially not after what happened with our last expedition.
We're fellow archaeologists. We're just here to stop by and say hello.
We're part of a Princeton group exploring Egypt and doing some digs a little bit further south.
Not the Princeton.
Yeah, can you say that again, please?
No, please don't say it again.
The professor is here, but I'm the one managing the Egyptian affairs.
Pressuring group.
Let me meet the rest of your group first before I decide anything. I'm really supposed to not let people in without proper invitation or papers of some kind, but allow me to go around and meet the rest of your group. He goes around shaking people's hands. Does anyone have anything they'd like to say to them besides just like their name? And
Well, we've got an
brief
expositions, because clearly we must be all a part of this group. So, we've got Sir Harold Godfrey over here, and he's our financial backing, and he's a wonderful host and sponsor of this expedition.
And he's also really rich.
That is what a sponsor is. Over here, we have Jack Douglas. He is like our marketing guy, you know,
We
kind
need
of like
diggers in this
promotes the
expedition.
mission. We also have a few other members of our crew who are just helping us dig. We got Princeton over here. He is known for digging really well, and we got Amelia over here, who is another one of our sponsors. And
He's also rich.
I really thought you were about to go like, this is Sir Harold Godfrey. He's rich. This is Jack. He's advertising
Less rich, but
for
rich.
us. And the rest. So
you gotta go. You said one by one. So
no.
I went
just,
one by one.
I just thought because you were like, and we also have some other members who do things. So I was like, I really thought you would be like, and the rest, and everyone else.
Something Princeton would do.
I also like how he just says, "This is Princeton. He digs really well," and it mentions nothing about the fact that he's supposed to be an archaeology professor.
Yeah, and the only one with actual
I sometimes
ties to
forget
Princeton University.
Yeah.
He shakes Godfrey's hand. When he does so. And where are you all from?
So most of us are from the States or from the United Kingdom.
Except for that guy.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Well,
except
we're
for-
part of the
Technically part of the
United
United Kingdom.
Cool.
I must ask you, Godfrey. Are you involved in historical archaeological circles at all? I can't say that I've met you before, but if you're important in the field, then I can let your group in.
I did make a significant donation to the British Royal Museum a good couple of years ago, involving some bricks from Peru.
That was you. You
That
did that.
was me.
I've
Yes, that was
seen
this
those.
entire expedition, actually.
Ah.
It
Okay.
generated a small little buzz.
I see. Well, I'd be glad to let you go in and talk to Mr. Clive at least. I'll be leading you there. I'm still not supposed to let people just walk around the expedition site, of course. But Mr. Clive would surely speak with you if you'd like. Speak with all of you.
Please, let us show us. I'm excited to meet the man.
The
Okay.
man, the myth, the legend.
The legend. Dr. Henry Clive. Okay, so you walk. He leads you kind of down close to the pyramid, and then beyond it, there's a bit of a tented area, and he leads you inside of the tent. There are two people standing guard at the tent. They part to let you in, and then they close, so that way you cannot get out without them moving again. Well, and there's a man and a man and a woman, I'll say, standing at a table. in the center of the tent, discussing something. Well, this is Dr. Henry Clive and Joanna Specht, a German woman, and who's here to help with the dig. But Dr. Clive is an esteemed archaeologist, for those of you who don't know. Agatha Broadmoor is there in the back of the tent, and James Gardner is probably nearby somewhere. But that makes up the bulk of the expedition. Dr. Henry, and Dr. Henry looks up, these fellows have some questions for you. This is apparently the expedition led by Sir Harold Godfrey, who he brought back those gold bars from the ritual gold bars from Peru. And Clive looks up and he's like, "Oh, that was you, old chap.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Clive. I've heard nothing but good things." Go on in for the handshake.
And he shakes your hand and he's like, well, "This is your crew. I'd be glad to discuss with any of you whatever it is you're here to ask me about. I'm sure you're on important business. After that expedition to Peru."
Yeah, so we're scoping out some sites in Egypt. So we wanted to ask you about some of the past work you've done, and any areas you think could use some more exploration. I know you did some work in Giza a while ago, and unfortunately, we all read what happened.
Well, yes, it's really quite a shame. That was the find of a lifetime. But we're here now. Aside from that pyramid in Giza, Mycerinus.
It's a bit tricky to say.
Yeah, yes it is. Aside from that pyramid and this one, I don't know personally. I haven't done the research to tell you what exactly would need more searching done. These are the only two that we researched before we came over here. But it really is quite a shame what happened.
So what did you discover before it was unfortunately stolen?
Well, we went down into the tunnels of the pyramid. We made our way into the burial chamber, and unfortunately, I'm sorry, not unfortunately. Yeah, we found the sarcophagus of a yet to be totally identified mummy. Nobody had gotten in there quite yet before it was unfortunately stolen away from us. We also found some scrolls. Now, unfortunately, these scrolls, they were alas, they were pretty much illegible. Illegible is the word that I'm looking for.
Yeah,
it was probably the result of improper sealing of the tomb when the mummy was buried there. The scrolls were ruined by the time we made it down there.
So did you discover anything else while you were there aside from that one body?
No, just the body and the scrolls. Why was there? Do you think there was something else for us to have discovered?
No, I
We've
was
never
just
been
curious.
there, so yeah, we're just
Yeah,
looking for potential sites, like I said. So
Okay.
what have you been doing here in Memphis? What intrigued you about this pyramid?
Well, this pyramid has largely not had any excavations done on it. The other pyramids in Memphis and the pyramids in Giza have been much more interesting to groups in the past. So we've just come here to really buckle down and see what there is to see in here.
Do any of y'all have questions?
Do you think that there was more in that pyramid that you think that you didn't go down to
No,
look around, or
no, of
you
course
think
not.
you just covered all of it?
I'm almost certain we discovered all of it. Again,
Okay.
it's a very specific question.
We were. Go ahead.
Well, I did have one small question for you. I overheard something from the another expedition down here, the Carlisle expedition. One of the people, Jen Hoffman, he was around here somewhere, and I was wondering if you had done any work with him.
Jan Willem van Hoffelen? Hoffelen? Hoeffelen?
I don't know. I wrote down a bunch of.
He didn't work with the Carlisle expedition. He worked with us. He was kind of a bloody idiot, if you don't mind me saying.
Oh, I've never read Prince Carlisle. Whoops.
He was a bit of a drunk, to put it frank. I hope he gets help, but we cannot have a drunk working with us. With
Of course not. I was just curious.
Is he still in Egypt, or did he head back home? And
I don't know exactly where he is. He might still be in Egypt, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
Can I get an autograph?
You want him? Are you asking for an autograph?
Yes.
Sure. He pulls a piece of paper and his pen that he had sitting down next to the map, and he scribbles out an autograph and he hands it to you. It's a bunch of lines. You could make heads or tails of it if you wanted to. Like you can obviously read cursive, but this is really squiggly cursive. It's kind of all
Yeah, I'm
over the
just gonna
place.
Fold it and put it in my pocket.
And then lastly, I was wondering, like, what's the deal with all these guards here? I know there's some civil unrest going on. Is it really particularly bad in Memphis?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't want what happened last time to
Yeah, it makes sense.
what happened last time to happen again if we have any big fines.
Well, it was nice talking to y'all.
Yes, nice speaking with you again. If you have any other questions, Martin will Martin? Yes, Martin. Martin, he'll lead you back to wherever you can find me again. If I'm on site, that is.
Yeah, we certainly will if we have any questions. Then I make my way out of the tent. And then
Martin immediately tries to lead all of you. If you guys are all leaving the tent, Martin's trying to lead you back to the exit.
Alright, yep.
I think people are trying to put pieces together in their minds. But
Yeah. Try my best.
Yeah, I guess we can, if nobody else has any questions, we can just go ahead and excuse ourselves.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
got what I wanted.
Yeah.
You got your autograph.
I'm out.
Alright. Cool. So we excuse ourselves and we leave. At the guidance of
Martin.
Martin, yes. And I'll ask, well, I don't know that we got too much extra out of that, but what do you all think about that?
Well,
He's-
I think something's up with the pyramid information that I have there.
Hmm.
Bit
I've got
strange.
his autograph. So we could totally forge documents in his name.
Of course, I can do that for you anytime.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know what we would do, but we can.
That is impressive, Sir Godfrey. I like the
Powerful.
nefarious side of you.
Yeah, I don't like this Penhu Foundation.
Neither do I. They're icky. To use simple
You
terms.
tell him.
They give me the heebie-jeebies.
So do you guys think that I sort of start speaking in a lower tone so nobody can overhear me? Do you guys think that that tomb that we found was the one that went missing?
You bring up a good point.
I
I
didn't
think
try to figure out if they were lying when they said they didn't explore more. But I
Yeah,
kind
you
of
guys
just
did
take that
no
word.
psychology checks. I was.
I was tempted to, but I
Nice
I don't have
psychology.
very much, so.
I forgot you could do that for a while.
So I just trust their word.
That's a Godfrey
prob-
thing to do.
Although I'm curious if the thing that got stolen from them is the sarcophagus we found in the pyramid.
Yeah, that's what I asked. If
Yeah.
if that was the same one or if it's a different one.
If I knew more about Egyptology, I could ask him about identifying characteristics of the sarcophagus.
Or we could ask our archaeology professor here.
Yeah, you could. Oh
He
wait,
doesn't
that's
know
me.
what-
Yeah.
He doesn't know what the Clive expedition found, though.
Yeah.
I guess we could just turn around and ask Martin real quick.
Are you sure you want to do that? It could
Not
also-
really.
Yeah, that's like a cascade of events that could happen right there. Also, I'm really glad that you didn't wear that crown and that necklace because that could have gone way worse.
Yeah, I'm glad I have a bit of sense to sometimes creatively ignore you.
Yeah, no, you're my least favorite. Okay. Alright.
So you guys head back to your hotel in Cairo and call it a night, and then get ready to head out to
Yeah, I was
More
about
s-
to ask. It's again late.
more southernish area of Egypt tomorrow.
Y'all.
Yeah, I'd say that. I definitely want to put a pin in that pyramid, though. Maybe try and go back and explore a little bit more if we get stuck.
Yeah, we will definitely probably be back revisiting. 'Cause I don't think we got our fill.
Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah,
Well,
there's a
we will
significant
call it a night.
lack of people.
Okay. Head back
Slip
to
Mahmood 15, and then head back to the hotel.
head back to the hotel. And you guys are gonna head out in the morning for what was the city called? Just keep turning the
Yune?
page. Medum. Meidum. Medum. And then you also have what's her name to like the south of the
Nuri.
Nuri. Nuri.
It's Nuri.
Mary!
Um
Nuri.
What would you like to do first? We'll put you on a train. You guys can discuss on the train what exactly you
Oh,
want to do first.
another train ride. How
Don't
wonderful.
you love trains?
Oh, how wonderful.
I like trains.
Okay,
I like
so
trains.
I
like
like
trains.
trains.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
sit
no.
with my arms crossed, look away until the conversation piques my interest.
Oh, look, some light.
There you got my interest. Wait, I thought you said never lie.
Oh, there is light right over there. We're in a train. There is light literally everywhere.
Okay.
He
Okay.
doesn't believe you.
Well, maybe he should open his eyes.
I wasn't looking at you. Okay. But fine. Oh. Yeah, there's definitely light on this train.
Oh, really? Wonder who said that?
Alright, I guess I'm sucked into this conversation now. So, what are we doing?
So, do we see Nuri first or the pyramids?
I was thinking we could go see Neri first.
Yeah, I agree.
No
Okay.
objections.
So, what
Nope.
should we talk to Nuri about?
Probably the pyramids.
Which
Yeah, I
one?
I mean, anything. They said that she was really knowledgeable about cults. So we should just train her of all the information she has.
Should I show her the jewelry that I found, or is that something that we should keep
Show her the.
incredibly hush hush?
I trust her wholeheartedly. I haven't met her. I trust her.
I don't think we should do
Tell her
that.
everything.
I think that is
I'll
a bloody
hold my
terrible idea.
cards close to my
I
chest
don't
unless
know
you really
why
trust
you'd
her.
think that you should show us something that you shouldn't have. We haven't even met her.
I trust her.
I think
So-
she'll let me hold
I'm not
onto the necklace
telling
for
her anything about
safekeeping.
it.
How about me?
I don't trust either of you with it.
I would say that if something comes up in conversation where it'd be useful to tell her about it, then we can. But
Okay,
otherwise,
that's
we
the
can keep it
transactional
hush hush.
form of conversation.
Yes.
Okay. So don't bring it up unless we have to.
Well,
Pretty
it's
much.
absolutely necessary or integral to the conversation.
That is what I said. Okay,
Is there anything
wise
else
guy.
to bring up, though?
So what are you guys doing first? You heading out to
Nuri.
Nuri
Nuri.
first?
Neri.
Okay. I have to find that section in the book.
Don't go murder her, guys.
Oh. Oh my god.
I will say it's a little bit rude to joke about that.
Oh, well, I mean,
What?
it's kind of rude to murder somebody. Oh,
Wow.
wow. Standards you set. Bunch
Okay.
of Hippocrates.
So you all make your way out to El Wasta. You catch like a taxi, or something, a car out, and you make your way to El Wasta.
El Wasta.
Vasla.
I don't know. It's spelled with a W or a V.
It's a W,
It's W.
I think.
Yeah, it's W. You, as soon as you get there, you realize how lucky you are to have Mahmoud here, because when you get off the tram or the train or out of a car in Cairo, you can instantly hear like merchants speaking in English or French and little snippets of this and that along with the Arabic. Here you can only see and hear Arabic and nothing else. It's all the merchants are speaking. You see very few tourists around here. How are you guys gonna find this Nuri?
Great question.
Oh,
I'm gonna have Mahmood look for me. How else?
How are you gonna have Mahmood look for you? What are you
Well,
gonna
you
tell
see,
him to do?
there are people
Mahmood.
everywhere.
Yeah, go find me some putty named Nuri who, her son was in the Carlisle expedition.
It's very direct.
Very direct.
Yeah, go ask around for me, Mahmood.
All right, this is gonna take a while. You guys just willing to wait for Mahmood to come back?
Well, I think we're in a shop.
I'm
mean-
gonna browse the bazaar.
Okay. It takes about 2 hours. Or 3 hours, excuse me.
Damn, making Mahmood put work in.
He eventually comes back and he's like, I think I found something. And he talks like that now. And I thought I did a pretty good vaguely like foreign accent before, and then I just
At the start,
randomly
yeah.
bust out into like
Very proper.
yeah. Anyhow, he eventually comes back and he leads you to this tiny hovel on one end of the town. You see sitting out in front of the hovel, there is a young man. As you approach, you notice that his right arm and shoulder and the right side of his face are gone, basically.
Don't worry, we have someone who's great at facial reconstruction.
They're gouged.
Hell happened to you?
Do you say anything to him as you approach? He looks at all of you.
I wave. That's universal, right?
He
I bow.
nods.
Wow.
You
You speak English? Yeah. Jinx.
Yeah, yes. No, not good, but I speak it.
Well, we have our friend here, Mahmood, who can translate if you'd rather.
Nah, I don't give him the option.
Mahmood. Worked too hard.
Well, too late. I already gave the option, so.
It's okay. I can speak. I can speak. I can speak a little English.
Alright, we're looking for a woman named Nuri. Mahmood, tell him in Egyptian we're looking for a woman named Nuri.
I'm sorry, but that is not a language I am capable of speaking.
Tell him in hieroglyphics.
Listen, make
No.
a bird
Wingdings.
sign with your hands.
Yeah.
Sign to him saying.
Speaking wingdings.
No, you're speaking of my mother.
Oh.
That's the
Yeah,
one.
is she in?
She's not of health to see anyone.
Heard you were in the Carlisle expedition.
Yeah, well, yes.
Is that how you got your face all fucked up?
Yeah. You
Godfrey.
you can see
Not-
how you can see how well that went for
A
me.
wee bit insensitive.
Yeah, what happened?
Hello.
Bet those guys mucked a whole lot of stuff up.
Just he's British. Forgive
Yeah.
him.
Is that a person?
Listen,
I-
Of his culture.
I was attacked by some flying creature. I didn't get a good look at it.
Was it large?
Yes.
No, it just ripped off half of his body and it was small.
Okay, well I thought it'd be like a lot of bats, or was it like a one giant bat?
Well, before we get too deep into questioning, is there anything we could maybe do to help your mother at all?
Help a 6 person now?
Listen, I can.
I'm a doctor. I could help her. Well, with some things, not everything.
I
Some people say I'm a smooth talker.
I don't know if she's helpable, but
single
if you're willing to take a look, I can let you speak.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
He kind of looks around at all of you warily and then motions with his hand for you to come in.
Okay, but
Sorry.
we should go in.
Yeah, you go in, and the first thing you notice is Nuri sitting on the bed. She looks extremely old, but she's injured in such a way that makes it hard to see how old she is. She's definitely older. When you walk in the door, her eyes light up, and she makes these weird gurgling noises. And she points with stumps to a corner of the hut. The man you met rushes to her side as she's doing this, looking worried. But she continues like making noises and pointing.
Can I
To
go
a
and see
corner.
what she's pointing at?
Dude, I'll give you more money if you can translate that.
she's not speaking a language.
Is it Morse code?
All right. Well, what's in the corner?
In the corner there's basically like just a bunch of things, right? There's like blankets and all that stuff. But you notice a basket painted with a red symbol within it.
Lotus.
No.
Oh.
Damn it.
You can roll an occult or archaeology check as you look at it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait,
Let
you're
me
looking
see what
at
I
it.
have in either of those.
Within the basket also, as
Call
you're
me
rolling
over.
this, there's a slab of white stone that's several inches
I'll
thick.
roll an
Call me
occult.
over. Call me over.
Look at this, guys. There.
Okay.
I do not pass.
All right. What is it, Arthur? What do
I
you?
don't know.
If you've
Oh, it's-
picked it up to show everyone, then she kind of quiets down. She stops
Okay, I
pointing.
pick it up and I show it to everyone.
But I find out what it is, and I roll
This is an ancient. The symbol painted on the basket
Hard.
is an ancient Egyptian symbol for protection.
roll hard success.
Yeah, I want to roll an appraisal on it.
On the stone slab.
Yeah. It's like American pickers, except like Egyptian pickers.
Can I roll a perception check
What
on
the
the
fuck?
woman to her reaction to the stone?
A spot hidden, sure. I mean, no, because I'm just gonna give it to you. She-
Hard success.
Now that you've picked it up, she's like calmed down, and she's still kind of looking at you, like almost beckoning you guys to come over to her.
Okay, I bring it over to her then.
Real quick for Godfrey's appraisal, you might be able to get a little bit of money out of this, but it's like a stone slab with a Egyptian symbol on it. Like it's like half an eye of Horus, so it's like you might be able to get a little bit of money, but it's not like worth that much.
In other words, it's a nice rock.
Yeah, it's a nice rock.
adjusted.
After you bring it over, she picks it up.
With stumps?
Yeah, she like uses both of them. I don't know, like use your imagination.
She opens her mouth and grabs the stone and lifts it up like a dog.
I was gonna say more. She like okay. We'll redo this. As you bring the basket over to her, she kind of like takes the basket like on her arm from you, and then kind of like looks at you and like raises her eyebrows a little bit, and then passes it back, and then like points at the doorway.
You want me to take this outside? I motion to the door.
She motions as well.
Alrighty. I go and take it to the door. Or rather outside, but yeah.
And she's like shooing you.
I'm going.
So, can I look at her injury to see what's wrong?
Well, she's missing hands.
Yeah, it's they seem to be of similar origin to the son that you met. Huge gashes, missing body parts. As soon as he leaves with the stone, though, she turns her head away from the door and just stares straight ahead, blankly. There's like this smile that creeps across her face.
Not terrifying at all.
Not like a creepy one, like a genuine one. She's like a nice old woman. She's now sitting there. She's like out of her head.
Oh, are you? I guess she's happy. Why are you happy?
There's no visual response. It's like she didn't even recognize that she heard you.
So, I guess turning back to the sun. So, what happened there? She wanted us to take that stone out of the hut.
Whatever attacked us. I remember one of the last things she said to me was that she saw it. And now she's mute, basically. This was the most active she's been in a long time.
Where did you get attacked?
It was after I stopped working for the Carlyles. We got attacked here, near our home.
So right after you stopped working for them, you got attacked?
It was not. It wasn't right after, but it was sometime after.
Do you think?
It wasn't like the day after, but yes.
Do you think those two events are related to each other?
I'll be honest. I don't know.
So, were you outside when this happened? What were you doing?
We were sleeping. We heard a noise outside.
So it was at night.
Yes.
Sounds like
I went outside to make sure that there was nobody robbing us or trying to steal from us, and
His English improved dramatically.
yeah, it did. I didn't want to try. I felt like I was straddling the line pretty well, and I decided to quit while I was ahead.
Yeah.
Alright, fair.
That's why I don't talk muffled all the time. Like, transition.
But I went outside to make sure that we weren't being robbed, and I was blindsided by this massive thing, and she ran outside to make sure I was okay. When she heard me scream, she said that she saw it. She was attacked by it as well.
Well, I'm really sorry that happened.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what your mother was like before she got attacked?
She was wise. She told me that I shouldn't. She helped a lot of people. She told me I probably shouldn't work for the Carlyles. She had a feeling, she said. I don't know.
So
Did you quit right after she told you this?
No, I
Or
worked
did-
for them for a while.
Okay.
Well, you
Right,
know
Sam?
anything? Sam?
Sam.
So could you tell me more about what you did during your time at the Carlisle expedition, especially in Egypt?
Well, I've always lived in Egypt. They hired me here to help them dig, basically. I didn't
Where did they
find.
dig?
Hold on. It was the main site, the one in.
You don't say.
It was the main site in Medum, I believe.
Right near here.
Yes, that's why they were paying pretty well, so I couldn't pass that up. Really, we needed the money. That bent pyramid we were supposed to find the entrance to. We found it. I didn't go inside. It was the Carlyles that did. They said that they would call us if we were needed, if there were any collapsed tunnels, and when they came back and wanted to do more work, I said I wouldn't return because I had other things to do. I found a job in the meantime.
So where
Well,
was the entrance they found?
To the bent pyramid.
Yes.
That one is well, there are a few entrances, but nowadays there are soldiers that guard it.
I'm calling bullshit. I'm gonna roll psych on that statement. Yeah, I'm rolling
What
psych
statement?
on that.
The one that there's several entrances?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Bullshit.
you're playing us. I forgot what my psych was. It's probably super low.
If it's default, I believe it's 20.
Yeah.
There's an entrance that's guarded and an entrance that's
10.
Oh, it's 10 by default. Damn.
There's an
Okay, I
entrance he seems believable to you. There's an entrance
shit.
that's guarded and also an entrance that is usually locked, barricaded. But I don't know where either of them go once you get inside, because I never went inside personally.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we were sent over here by someone who said that your mother was really wise in the ways of the occult, and I was wondering if you knew anything about that.
I don't know personally. She was wise in general, but she wasn't knowledgeable about local cults. But I didn't want to follow in her footsteps.
Did she ever have anything written down, like a journal of her experiences or anything like that?
Not that I know of.
It was worth a shot.
I whisper to Sir Godfrey. So could you talk to Nuri, or could you talk to her son for a minute while I go show Nuri something?
Alright, so did it hurt when the thing ripped off your arm and attacked your face?
No, it was
Godfrey.
perfect. It was perfectly fine.
Did it
Are you
hurt when you
showing
fell
to
from
Nuri?
heaven?
Because you're the only 10 I see.
Did it hurt when you fell from Tennessee? What are you showing to Nuri?
You know there was a town in Tennessee also
This
called
and,
Memphis.
Crown.
Wow.
Did you know that?
She's mute. You
The
can't
crown?
Yeah.
She doesn't react to it.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Roll me a psych check.
Alright, bro. So you play baseball or something? What do they do in Egypt? Soccer?
You mean
I got a
football?
normal success.
She doesn't move at all, but there is like her eyes almost dim when you show her that crown.
Well, nothing more I can do with that information.
Well, the
Try showing the
British
necklace.
brought us football, if that's what you're asking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna squat down next to the guy and whisper in his ear. So if I wanted to get my hands on some really expensive Egyptian artifacts from a pyramid, what pyramid would I go to?
Most of them have either already been excavated or are in the process of being excavated.
Yeah, but in your opinion, which one should I go to?
If I knew, I
Yeah.
would not be living in this hovel.
I'm gonna roll psych on him again. Yeah, this is gonna work this time. It did not work this time.
We're not just like walking lie detectors.
Yeah.
I'm gonna believe you this time, pal.
Okay, well, thank you for the help. Unless Amelia or Jack, you have any questions,
Not Arthur.
I don't think
or,
so.
or Arthur.
I don't have any.
Well, see ya. See you around.
Well, thank you for the information. We're terribly sorry about what happened to your mother, and we hope that she'll get better soon.
I doubt it, but thank you for the well wishes. She went really proper there.
Yes, thank you for my wishes.
We're miracle workers.
All right, that's it.
We leave.
So you guys headed to the bent pyramid then?
I guess so.
Let's go.
I feel like
Yeah.
we could have done something else there, but I can't think of anything.
Well, do we still have the stone of protection? Or did we
Oh,
give
the
that
like
back?
one with the no, you took it. She wanted you to take it.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
so we stole her stone. Got
No, she gave it to you.
it. We stole it.
Arthur, do you
Is
want to
this
hold on to that?
pyramid?
Sure.
Is this pyramid gonna take as long as the other one?
No.
I'm
It
going
shouldn't.
into this pyramid because
So-
I'm not gonna let you guys walk away with a nice ass piece of jewelry a second time without my say so.
You guys should all go into this pyramid.
Yeah, we're all going in.
It'll be fun.
All right.
It'll be a fun time.
Okay, my
So,
mood.
which entrance?
So on the north side, there is a couple of guards, and on the west side there is a door that appears to be boarded up. The north side there's a door that's open, but there's guards in front.
I think the classic bribery approach might work well here. What do you think, Sir Harold Godfrey?
I think you should say that sentence again because I didn't hear it.
I think the bribery approach might work well here. Unless you want to go tearing through some barricades.
Godfrey puts his hearing aids in.
1920s equivalent. Like the
Yeah.
cone.
Couldn't we also do the same approach where we announce ourselves as other archaeologists?
That does seem cheaper.
Later on your wallet?
What if they ask for our
it
papers?
just seems cheaper. What papers?
To excavate the pyramid.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm gonna give Sam $50.
Yeah.
Work some magic, Mr. Starwood.
Mhm.
Okay, so you guys walk up to the front entrance.
Although I'm actually not the best at bribing people, I will say. I think Amelia or you often do better.
Not me. I'm a quantity over quality kind of guy.
Oh, was somebody poor? Come
When
on.
it comes to social interactions.
70 for what?
Just for that, Princeton, you take the $50 and you do it.
Yeah.
I have like a 65 in charm.
That's nice. Doesn't matter. I'm
What?
giving the money to Princeton. It's
Well,
on
no,
you.
I'm perfectly fine with you giving him the money.
No.
Yeah, you
Oh,
were all
yes.
running your mouth there for a second.
Yeah, he can really show
Come
off
on.
his smooth talking.
Yeah, let me see your
Okay.
smooth talking.
Hey, Princeton, if you do better than if you can get them for less, then you can pocket the rest of the money.
I'll let you do that. I'll let you pocket the rest of the money if you can do it for less.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
go with you just in case, though. I'll be your backup man.
Okay. You could be the guy that's, there to intimidate. All right. So we're going to walk up to the. All right. So I got my $50 in hand. I'm shaking, trying to sweat through these dollar bills, and I'm walking up to the guy.
There's 4 guards. You walk up to one of them.
Do they speak English?
It's not gonna
Mahmoud
go
is
well.
also there just in case, I guess.
Yeah, but Mama was just like, all right, you got this, Princeton. All right.
Translating a bribe.
Okay. How do I put this?
How?
Good evening, or good morning, good day, sir.
Yes.
Sam, are we trying to enter that
This is an
pyramid?
Are you American?
Yes.
What do
Yeah,
you
we're
want?
American.
Yeah, we're American. We would like to enter the pyramid.
Well, we're here to make sure that nothing happens inside the pyramid.
Well, what if I told you something was happening outside the pyramid? As in, somewhere else for maybe an hour or two, that if you got, let's say, around $50 total, you would leave this place alone.
You don't have to leave this place alone. You can just walk away for 5 minutes to take your break, and then come back here, and you'll be none the wiser, and $50 richer.
Total. Well, it's only total. Godfrey's too cheap. He only gave me $50. We can't tell everybody to split this.
I meant the collective you.
Yeah. Okay.
What is this? What is this collective?
Bust out the y'all.
He looks around. He says, "Okay, but one of us goes with you to make sure you don't break anything."
That seems fair, I guess. That's a good deal.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're not doing anything until I give you the $50, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, just pay the man.
Okay. I will pay the man. Do I have to roll anything?
Nope. These are Egyptian soldiers.
You have to pay something, or you have to roll something to pay someone for something.
No, because this would be a bribe, but they're
okay.
Egyptian soldiers, so bribes are they're very okay with them.
Nice. I
Yep.
mean, that
I
could
gave him too
probably
much money.
be how. That's probably how the Carlisle expedition got around so easily.
He looks to one of the other guys, goes, Halim, with them. And
Okay.
Halim kind of grunts.
So I motion the rest of the group over.
I go, aha, Godfrey. Ha!
You all head into the pyramid.
Can I hit Princeton?
What? Why?
So, do we go in far enough where the guards can't see inside?
Well, one of them's following you, but
Well, I know that, but the other guards.
yeah, sure.
Okay, so Halim, I'll give
Please tell me
you
you don't
10
want
extra dollars if you just stay right here and don't move.
15.
You'll literally get paid to just stand still.
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, the negotiator.
I'm telling you, like he's an Egyptian soldier. I'm pretty sure that I was just like he doesn't want to get in trouble, so maybe he'll ask for a tiny bit more money to like soften the blow if he does end up getting in trouble. So you head in. You get quite deep into the pyramid.
I was gonna say a soldier might have been nice to come along with us, but
You
Go
walk
on yelling.
through an arch, and it's you walk through a large entrance into a large room. Inside there is a throne upon a dais. Behind this throne and to the sides are some bas reliefs with some sort of pictorial wall carving. And there are 6 pillars around the space. Who read Life as a God?
Me?
This place looks like the place that is described in that section I had you read. You can recognize it. 6 pillars, each topped with an alien gem, cause the 6 lights that are talked about in that section. Yeah, they're not lit now, but apparently they cause light. That's what that description says.
What else did I read in Life as a God about this place or the ritual that happened here?
There was no ritual necessarily. There was there was the 6 lights, and he wanted to like connect himself with the thing that was there to become part of a god, basically.
Okay. So this place is similar to what was described in a book from the Carlisle Library that we got in New York, which is kind of weird.
Godfrey, if you look up at the throne, it's carved from a black obsidian. It's encrusted with some precious stones. You can roll an appraise check if you'd like.
I will in 1 second. I gotta turn the light on. I just realized how dark it was.
To call Mert. Really wants to immerse himself.
We are in a pyramid.
Yeah. Podcast listeners are having all the fun.
Yeah, that's a lot better. Alright, let's roll a little appraise check on this creepy ass throne in the pyramid.
you're not gonna roll one on the gems.
Well,
Alright.
they're all part of the. It's like they're in it.
okay.
Damn. Well, I
Yeah.
failed, so.
Yeah, they're gems.
Well, those look expensive. I want those.
Looking at the bas reliefs.
Any chance I could try to appraise it?
Yeah, you can try.
All right. Oh, I was 2 away.
You got no luck?
Well, I do have luck, but I'd rather not use it on an appraisal.
That's probably true.
Potentially.
So, looking around the bas reliefs, they appear to be glyphs or hieroglyphics. You can roll a hieroglyphics roll, or if anyone wants to, you can also roll a Cthulhu Mythos roll, looking around the room, these reliefs.
There's
Cthulhu
barely,
mythos.
there's barely a difference.
I have a 0 in Cthulhu mythos, so not
Fail,
possible.
fail.
Which roles?
Mythos or hieroglyphics?
I failed.
Well, Mythos, here we come.
Emma, did you succeed?
Nope.
No.
Emma did. Emma, I think you're muted.
I rolled a 4.
She rolled a 4.
I've
Right.
read a shit ton of books.
So
Yeah.
the glyphs, they foretell the impending birth of the child of Nyarlathotep within the mountain of the Black Wind, but the date is kind of vague. It appears to be nearby, though. Maybe a month in advance, maybe just a few weeks of the day that you're here.
That's scary.
Um,
That gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Possibly sometime in
Jimmy.
April of 1925. The prophecy continues to talk about the destruction that this great birth will bring about. Though exactly like how, what this destruction is not said. On the wall to the left of the throne, there are 2 bas reliefs, a large star chart, and a smaller depiction of like planetary positions. Some of you might be able to tell that all the points on the star chart are within our galaxy, but beyond that, I'm gonna have to ask for a astronomy or Cthulhu Mythos roll.
I'm a bit of an astronomer.
Wait, what?
I fumbled. So.
It was an astronomy. Is
This,
it like science?
This is
Astro-
not.
yeah,
Yeah, astronomy is under science. It's like a subcategory.
yeah.
Hey, guess what?
Okay.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I rolled an 11.
On a Cthulhu Mythos check.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Wow.
Okay, so you don't know much about astronomy, so you don't recognize the stars in you don't recognize all of the stars, right? You do recognize some stars, though, that you've read about in some of your books. They have importance to different ancient races you've read about. They have importance to some gods you may have read about briefly. Not all of the stars are very familiar to the human astronomer, but they're very familiar to these books about ancient beings that you've read about.
Epic. Very epic.
Now, to get any more information about it, you need a combined astronomy and occult roll, so you would need to roll a 1.
Yeah. So no.
Yep. On the right of the throne, there is a distorted map that seems to depict Eurasia, Africa, Australia, and the Western Pacific. Some points are easily recognizable, some mountains, rivers, and the continents, but no cities or countries are shown. You see 3 uncut rubies that they form an elongated triangle. 1 point in the East China Sea, 1 point in central Kenya, and 1 point in Western Australia. You can tell it looks old, but for more information, please make an appraise archaeology, an appraise or an archaeology check, because I don't think any
I'm
of you
back,
have the other
boys.
stuff.
I'm back, boys.
I honestly thought you were gonna make like a website plug or something like that. Please visit www.
Success.
Okay.
You guys
I
both
got a
succeed.
13 out of 50. I could spend luck to make that an extreme.
You don't have to. So you won't. Um, so
He won't let you.
the successes indicate that this map is actually a relatively recent addition to this chamber. The who created it and when is not clear. Looking closer, precise locations are not able. You're not really going to be able to do that. You can see there's this weird arc that forms across the Indian Ocean, like a carving across it. There are arcane symbols around the map on the border, as well. Somebody can make a Cthulhu Mythos roll to understand their meaning.
Amelia.
Alright, boys.
I'll be surprised if Amelia doesn't get this.
I failed.
I failed.
What was it? What was it?
Cthulhu Mythos.
Oh, I zoned out a little bit. Oopsies.
There's these arcane symbols around the border. Did you roll really well again?
No.
What?
97.
Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, outside of just giving you a totally wrong translation, I don't really know what else I can do. Actually, here we go. I know what else I can do. So, as you're reading it, and people are kind of giving you some time to really like dig into it because they saw you read the other stuff. They're like, oh, Amelia knows her stuff. As you're doing that, some time has gone on. All of a sudden, those of you who aren't reading notice that the gems light. And
Considering I failed all of my checks, do I count as reading?
sure, you don't notice this immediately.
Okay.
The 6 pillars, the gemstones atop them, light. Again, those of you not reading notice that the entrance to this throne room becomes solid rock. There are no other doors.
Now I have the
Then-
heebie-jeebies.
You're too busy reading to have the heebie-jeebies.
Ah.
Now, standing in front of the pyramid appears who some of you may know as the Black Pharaoh.
Oh no!
Oh shit.
He's tall and handsome. He's magnificently dressed in the attire of pharaohs.
I mean, this
My
is Jack's
bladder
first
full
time
right now.
seeing the Black Pharaoh, so.
No, the
Everyone-
black
as well.
As you all turn around and look at this, everyone give me a sanity check as you watch this man
Oh,
appear
boy.
from nothing.
Oh.
Ah.
My sanity is not good
I
anymore.
fail.
My
Failed the
sanity
sanity
is
check.
so bad right now. Well, let's
And
see.
then intelligence. Please hope I fail.
Oh my
this.
gosh, I passed.
No, wait,
Thank
you
goodness.
have to. You don't do the intelligence check yet.
I passed
Oh.
my sanity. Thank
Okay.
goodness.
Sanity.
If you pass,
fail.
you lose 1. If you fail, you lose 1d6.
Oh, 1d6.
Oh, I lose 1. Let's go.
Did you roll a? Oh my god! Every time I ask this man to roll a sanity loss, he rolls like a
Okay.
1 or a 2.
I got a
I'm
3.
chilling right now.
You got a 3? Okay.
Yeah. Totally.
At least no one rolled a 6.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if there's any way to do that, it would be me. But not this time.
All right. So, as you see this person appear, the air seems to bend around him on his left and his right. The air moves and bends and twists. Welcome. I see you've made it to Egypt.
Indeed, we have.
I don't
And
know
who are
you.
you?
Arthur, stop talking.
Please
I,
stop
I,
talking.
I haven't met you yet. I haven't had the pleasure. Your name's
Oh,
Arthur. I
pleasure's all mine. Arthur McKenzie.
Arthur, stop. Arthur.
Alright, Pierce, how full's my bladder right now? That will decide if I pee myself.
I mean, it's not that full. You're in Egypt. You're kind of dehydrated, but
Okay, we're chilling right now.
you
then.
you could pee, but
Yeah.
you don't need, like, it's not full. You know what I mean?
Alright. If it does anything to make me nervous.
You hear, as he begins speaking to you, you hear this foul music, this foul, unearthly music play in your heads. In the back of your minds, it like scratches at you.
You couldn't play anything a bit brighter,
It
could
smells
you?
like death in this room all of a sudden.
Wonderful. Why are you all so quiet?
Are we gonna die, Mr. Black Pharaoh, sir?
Well, we will eventually.
Everyone dies eventually. Well, except for me, I don't die. But all of you will die eventually.
I don't like this.
Now, Arthur, since we've had the pleasure of meeting on this fine day, let me ask you, what is it that you desire most?
To get revenge.
Revenge. That's interesting. Princeton, what is it that you desire most?
To get my face fixed.
It's pretty shallow, Princeton, but alas, we're here. Sam Starwood.
I
don't
guess
feel-
power.
Power. That we can discuss. Amelia.
A safe world for my child.
I don't know if that one's as doable as the other ones.
Wait. What? Hold
Jack. Jack, don't worry about it. I already knew about that. Don't be too surprised. Jack, what do you want?
Okay, you may have known about it, but I didn't. So.
Yeah, but you don't know about a lot of things. You're human. It happens.
Thank you for pointing out that, Captain Obvious. A happy life. Doing what I love.
A happy life.
And Mr. Pharaoh, what is it that you desire?
Well, I haven't asked Godfrey yet.
Alright, I'm just gonna cover this guy's mouth.
God, Sir Harold Godfrey, you've been knighted. That's excellent. What is it that you desire most?
Money.
Money. That's
Yeah.
that's the most accurate thing I've heard all day. What do I desire most?
Yeah.
I desire those who follow me to achieve their goals.
So is it like a symbiotic relationship between you and your followers?
Yes, you could say
Oh,
that.
wonderful.
Now, let's say I could hypothetically wave my hand and make sure everything that you've all said that you desire appears before you.
Okay. This doesn't sound like it's gonna turn out the way I expect.
Would
I'll
that
believe you.
be enough for you to give up on this foolish quest to find out what the Carlisle expedition is doing and join me? After all, I mean, listen, I understand what you think you're doing, but this
I
is a
just want to
fool's
clarify
errand.
something. I want to clarify something real quickly. Do you know what my revenge is for?
Yes, you'd like to take out cults.
All of the cults.
Yeah, I wouldn't call my followers a cult.
But the thing is, it is a cult by definition.
That's not true. Worship of a godly being isn't necessarily a cult.
Well,
I want to slap
kind of like
Arthur.
it's kind of like the basis of like what is the cult following.
Right.
Not necessarily who
Semantics.
are they believing in,
This is
but
this,
what
these
are
are,
their
these are
beliefs.
Sam is right.
Am I-
These are semantic arguments about what
You
is.
know,
Can I
close enough
tackle
to, like,
Arthur
kick
right
him in
now?
the shin or something.
Yeah, can I tackle him?
Princeton.
I don't want to die.
Well, I just don't think that if somebody does your mission for you, it's as rewarding, you know.
I am the one who got them to do the mission.
Well,
And listen, I could wave my hand and force anyone on the earth to comply with any of my wishes. That's not as fun. I've
Like,
lived thousands,
Arthur, you're
millions
gonna-
of years, and
but
I've toyed with the idea of controlling humans, and it's never as fun. They're never as surprising.
our situations aren't too different. Like,
Right. What are your
you
wishes?
you are over here, right? You could wipe us out, no big deal. But you chose to came here and present yourself because you wanted to do it yourself, and you want to make yourself known. See, that is what we'd like to do.
I'm gonna cry.
He cocks his head and he's like thinking about it.
Stop, Arthur. Stop, Arthur. Arthur.
Shut up
mean,
and say.
what are your
Listen,
wishes? Like,
what are my
what are you-
wishes?
Stop.
yeah. What's this all about?
Guys, you're gonna get us killed.
World domination.
He could have killed us already, Princeton.
It's not world domination. That's not my wish. I wish for a world in which my disciples can truly live the lives that I would dream that they'd live.
Here's a question for you. Do you mind if I call you Mr. Pharaoh?
Whatever you wish.
Alright, Mr. Pharaoh. You see, you wish for your followers to have the world for themselves, yes?
Yes.
But do you want your followers to be free?
Yes.
Because if they're free, then they won't rule the world like you hope.
I don't want them to rule the world. I don't want to rule the world.
Part of me wants to make a run
Well,
for it.
Well, Miss,
There is nowhere to go!
Miss,
The door is closed!
Yeah, run for it where?
Oh,
well,
I forgot that.
I believe that we have a similar ideology when it comes to getting things done.
You would believe that.
You don't like to be in control of everything, and at the same time, I don't want to control everything either, including my own happiness.
Uh-huh.
And so, I believe that finishing this expedition would be quite a nice addition to my happiness. So,
There are other ways to make you happy, Jack.
mm,
That's just one way. And I can tell you.
it is my
promise,
goal in mind
I
at the
can
moment.
make you 100 times happier than that. Listen, and he flicks his hand, and in the map disappears, and in its place there's a vortex that swirls. There's this. It's almost like this watery liquid substance in the middle that swirls around, and then the edges there's like purple and green sparks that spin.
Very pretty.
It does make you quite happy.
Just walk through this portal, and I promise. Listen, I'm gonna go through all of you one by one. You tell me yes or no. If you say yes, you walk through this portal. You'll be my new disciple. You'll get everything you could ever wish for.
But what if you want to become a disciple? but don't want to go through the portal?
These were pointless questions, Arthur.
Arthur, just die.
Are they really pointless though? Because
Just go for it.
Yeah,
if
just
he wants all of his disciples to be free,
Listen. I'm just gonna go through all of you one by one, and I'm going to ask you whether you would like to take me up on my offer. I'm being kind. I'm being gracious.
of course.
You've been a thorn in my side thus far. You haven't achieved that much to actually harm me, but I'm
Well,
giving
who
you
says
the
we want to harm
opportunity.
you?
I'm giving you the opportunity to nicely settle down, become my disciple, and I will give to you the thing that you've said that you've desired. Amelia. Yes or no?
A no from me.
Jack?
No from me.
Dog.
Okay,
I would-
Everybody says no. This is not gonna end well.
I would say I would be happier to die and say I tried than to live and to say I didn't try.
Yeah, that's
So
my
no.
If you're all powerful, can I split my personality into two and send one through the portal and one to stay here?
No, I can't recreate consciousness. I could create a being that had
But can you
consciousness, but it
transfer
wouldn't be you.
consciousness?
No.
Can you just ask him next?
And I
Godfrey,
really appreciate your.
Godfrey, listen.
Oh.
All the money in the world is yours. Yes or no?
See, I'm thorn. Like,
I'm pretty damn close to all the money I need right now. I'm like 3 books away or something.
So it's
Maybe
a no.
3 books away, and like, I don't know. Do you have any more pyramids that you want the gold bricks removed from?
That was.
what did you do?
That
I can
was,
do that for you.
That was very kind of you. Did you all know that, by the way? He removed those gold bricks that you put in place in Peru. It was
Godfrey.
very nice of him.
Godfrey.
I made
I-
a lot of money on that.
Oh,
you.
That is true.
Godfrey.
In a way, Godfrey.
so greedy.
In a way, I've already given you
Selfish.
some of the money.
Godfrey, you better say yes. Just say yes.
What?
You're such a dumbass, Godfrey.
Godfrey.
Selfish.
I don't
Wait.
really know what we're talking about here.
Wait
No,
a second.
there's no more pyramids full of temples full of gold bricks.
No, not full of gold bricks. I have other situations, but none that will enrich you like that one did.
Yeah, I think we're done here. No thanks.
And deal off.
Sam.
Oh.
No.
No. Princeton. I can fix your face. I can get your job back at Princeton, actually, if you'd really like.
The real question is, could you keep him in the job? Because sure, you could get him back, but how quickly would he get fired?
Come on, Princeton's not that bad.
Don't patronize me.
That would be a difficult job, I won't lie. Princeton. I mean, you have to know by now that you're not very knowledgeable about archaeology.
Don't insult my friend like
You
that.
insult me, and then you expect me to say yes?
Listen,
It
it's
really
not
wasn't
an
an
insult.
insult.
It's just the truth. It's.
Exactly.
The truth doesn't matter.
I'm-
His
Can I-
feelings
listen,
are what matter.
Can I give this pharaoh a high five?
Wait, what? High
I'm
what
not,
now?
Listen, I'm not all knowing,
What's high
but I
five?
know this. It's something you're not ready yet, but I tell you what, your grandkids will love it.
That was
And I
lit, fam.
come up to him and shake him head and say, "You, sir, are very knowledgeable about my dumb friend here."
That was lit, fam. Okay, back to the scene. Ah, God. I'm gonna have to do the right thing here. I would rather die standing up than live kneeling.
Ah,
I'm gonna
catch
say-
22.
You stole
So
that quote.
that book's not out yet. It's fine.
Well,
Inspired by Princeton.
Arthur, I can tell you've got a lot of questions, and I can promise you the thing that you desire, and that all of those questions will be answered if you just step through this portal.
I'll push you in.
I don't think that'd be very effective.
What, Princeton claiming he's going to push you, or...
Yes.
Okay. Hey,
Now, what if we were to change our true desire?
Can you
Could
fix
you-
my face
well,
a
I
little?
know what your true desire is. I'd be willing to give you what you want and what your actual true desire is.
But
If
our
it's the case that
desires,
you don't know what it is.
but our desires are ever changing. So can you see what our desire is?
I can see what your deepest innermost desire is, and yes, that does change also. But typically once you've reached adulthood, you have a better idea of what it is that you want.
I take notes.
So is that a yes or a no?
Unfortunately, I mean, that was a very generous offer. Like, very generous. And I truly appreciate it, but I'm out. That's a reference
His
for your
face-
great grandkids.
His face changes again. There's no gunfire. I apologize.
It's in point.
His face instantly changes. He looks irritated. Listen, you are all foolish to continue this errand, this quest.
Oh, I know. It's absolutely
What are you,
pointless.
adventurers? No, you're
No.
a mother-to-be and a journalist and a trust fund kid and a circus
I?
freak, a failed college professor. Wow, well you're the brother of a man who got himself killed. I mean, how smart could you be if that's your family?
But,
You're not
you see,
stupid,
that was a rather poor insult compared to everyone else's.
Well, you're a vagrant, also a criminal. I mean,
And
but
you're a
the-
god who relies on insults to intimidate people instead of showing his power.
He's got it right.
You,
Have it right there.
you're nothing but a bully, and that's all.
I'm just gonna
get
stand
myself-
farther away
Listen,
from them.
if you really think that I need to solely rely on my insults, why don't we take a look at the fate of those who came before you? And he waves his hand.
More threats, who cares?
Images in front of you form, moving images. You watch as in what appears to be Kenya. The principal members of the Carlisle expedition are moving around a camp. They're talking. They're discussing things. Everything's fine. Everything's peaceful until you hear these terrible screams and winged, gigantic, snake-like things descend from the sky and start devouring the Carlisle expedition, while things out of the earth that are like diseased versions of humans come and grab them, twisting columns of black plastic shapeless being forms out of the very dirt and covers one of the other members of the Carlisle expedition, and other creatures form and tear apart these people. The carnage is it's unspeakable. Roll a sanity check, all of you, as you have just watched the Carlisle expedition be torn apart
My
by
apologies,
Yeah.
everyone.
monsters.
I
no,
fail.
I'm going insane. I'm about to lose more
I
than
fail.
5 in one day.
I failed.
I failed. So that's gonna be more than 5, isn't
It's
it?
not. It's not more than 5 in one day. It's more than 5 at once, or 1/5 in one day. If you pass, you lose a D4. If
Oh,
you fail,
funny.
you lose a D8.
A D8.
Oh,
Damn.
oh, damn! I'm rolling a D8.
D8.
Roll the
guy.
1. Yes.
Well, here's my good luck
Roll the
failed.
4.
Rolled a 5.
Oh shit!
Ooh,
Here goes
roll-
nothing.
If you
Here's
rolled a
D8.
5, roll an int check.
Alright.
Oh, I rolled a 3. Thank goodness.
Roll the
I'm
4.
one away from going insane.
Ooh, hard success.
Hard success on what?
The int check.
Oh, that's
You
bad.
don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want that. In fact, roll a D10.
Ah, fuck me.
So wait, if you succeed, how many sanity do you lose?
I
If
rolled
you
a
succeed,
2.
you lose a D4
Okay.
of sanity. You rolled a 2. Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, oh, it's on the other side of the room. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Alright.
Hey,
Well,
we got
wait.
a bookcase.
I'm
Wait,
We got a
holding.
bookcase.
So you can
Oh, let's go.
you can
holding
lose up
everything.
to what 5? Was it how much? What percentage of your sanity a day?
Well, 1/5.
A fifth. All right.
Yeah.
And 5 in one turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
Alright, okay, so I'm
4.
not
a
insane.
2?
I think it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hold-
Let's see.
I don't know whose hand I'm holding, but I'm holding it real tight.
Godfrey,
Yes, sir.
all of a sudden, you feel your legs go limp. And you fall to the ground.
Uh-oh.
This one. Oh, that's funny. You'll be okay in a few minutes. But wow, that's embarrassing for you, Sir Godfrey. You're usually so composed.
Oh,
You
I
peed your
can't get up.
pants. You peed your pants. You're falling. What a shame. Truly a shame. As for the rest of you, I hope you've seen what would happen if you were to continue this fool's errand.
I start like crawling on my stomach.
I'm going to allow all of you to go. The gods that you defy are too powerful to be made uncomfortable by the likes of a mortal. Unless you can be in 3 places at once, you have
Well, I'm
no
just saying,
hope
you're
of
a
stopping
god.
what's to come.
You're a god, right?
Arthur, be quiet. You should meekly and gratefully, for the thing that I am doing right now, return to your home.
I think Jeff. Multiple times already.
Enjoy your small lives.
And
and
you
await-
enjoy your big one.
And await the inevitable fate that comes to you. Rather than
Arthur,
continue this
I will
pathetic struggle.
slap you, Arthur.
Even the brave know their lot. All doors are closed to you. All your dreams are doomed. And all your struggles are futile.
Wonderful.
That's pretty edgy.
Have a nice short life.
You
He waves
too.
his
Oh wait,
hand and he
have a nice
disappears.
long life. Is it gone yet?
Yeah.
And
What a
that
miserable
is
myself
where
this time.
we
What a
will
miserable
end
being.
the session.
And see.
Alright, next session, I'm making one of you guys get those gems out of that thread for me.
Wait, you're gonna crawl.
I'll do that for you.
Yeah. And somebody else is gonna have to carry my ass.
I really thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
I did too. I really thought Pierce was gonna get tired and just off you.
So one
Yeah.
thing before we wrap it up, can I just say that he was talking about that like birth, that birth thing?
Yeah.
A
He
little
didn't
while ago?
talk about it, but it's carved into the sides.
Oh
of the
yeah,
ring.
well we saw like that
Mhm.
that before our eyes. If, like, the timing could just be coincidental, but Amelia is pregnant. Could that have any correlation? Question mark.
Do
Are
you
you
think she
asking
might
me?
be
I don't know.
pregnant with the spawn of Satan?
Just in
Well,
general, I'm asking anybody.
I said in the recap that I was due in October and that was due in April. So
Okay.
Yeah, true.
Well,
yeah.
Premature birth, baby.
Baby.
Oh, dangerous.
a little bit.
Yeah. Well.
All
should
right.
follow.
Well, anyhow, thank you all for watching or listening. We hope you enjoyed. Please rate us 5 stars. Give us a thumbs up. Like our podcast or video or whatever it is on whatever platform you're listening to. You can follow us on Twitter at NotJustAnyPod. There we'll have updates concerning this podcast / Twitch stream / YouTube series, as well as our other podcasts if you're interested in hearing about books. Also, if you listened on YouTube or a podcasting platform, we would like to welcome you to come join us Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, to join in the streams. You know, we're playing, so some of the players interact a little bit in the chat when we have people here. It's a fun time. You should come check it out. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Someone carry Godfrey out of here.
Someone carry Godfrey out of here, and we'll see you all next week.